Well, hello everyone, welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2024-25 season, is that right? Yeah, just about. Game is updating, guys, game is updating. Here we go, guys, let's throw it on screen so you guys know what we are looking at. Lots of questions in the chat, lots of misinformation in the chat as well, by the way, guys, so yeah, I know the... The question is just going to keep coming in over and over again. When is FPL live? Is FPL live yet? What time is it going to come out? Let me tell you. Let me tell you something right now. Nobody on the planet knows when FPL is going to be live. And I mean that quite literally. The people developing the game over at FPL Towers, they don't know when the game is going to be live. They will have a rough time where they want to push it live, but these things take time. They will be, you know, doing all the technical back-end stuff, getting their social media stuff ready to go, and there's not going to be an exact time. So it will come out today. The official leak is that it will happen at some point this afternoon in the United Kingdom. The afternoon in the United Kingdom started about 1 minute ago. So from here on, we've got a time. It could be in 10 minutes, it could be in an hour, it could be in 4 hours. There is no guarantee. There is no 100%. There is no way for me to tell you, and anyone in the chat who thinks they know the answer, they are wrong. You can have a guess, of course, and you might be right with your guess, but nobody knows. Last season, it was at like 5:30. I think the season before, it was maybe pre-midday, possibly. FPL Hints, you did a video about this very topic, didn't you? So yeah, it's very, very varied. Very varied. And it often happens at a random time. So anyone who thinks it's going to happen bang on 12, bang on 1, bang on 3, from what I know, that is never happened. It's because it is just, it's just kind of, not random, but they themselves won't know exactly what time. So it could be any time. Could be, and it'll be a random time. It'll be like 1:37 or something like that. So we'll see. We'll wait and see. Got a few people in the chat. Holly Shandon's in here as well. Feels like 5 minutes ago since I was watching this stream last year. Yes, every year it's got to be done. But guys, whilst we are waiting, because we have got, you know, it could be hours. Like, I need to be totally honest with you guys. It could be hours. We're going to complete the FPL Team Name World Cup. And hopefully, by the time we've finished that, or maybe at some point during the time we're doing the FPL Team Name World Cup, well, the game will be out. Of course, we will keep you updated as soon as the game launches. I will tell you, you will know immediately. I've got a second screen right here with the game constantly refreshing. I've got an auto clicker refreshing the FPL website page every second, once per second. So it's going to be very obvious to me when the game launches. It is right there in front of me. So you will know. You will know when it launches. Don't worry. But whilst we're waiting, we're not just going to sit here doing nothing. We're not just going to sit here doing nothing, are we? So let's continue where we left off yesterday. So those of you who weren't here yesterday, yesterday we did the qualification stage of the FPL Team Name World Cup, where 64 FPL team names pitted themselves against one another in qualification to join the tournament. Now, there are some good names in here, some very amusing names, and there's also some terrible names that somehow made it into the main tournament. But today, you guys are going to decide who wins the Name World Cup. And by the way, guys, yeah, one more thing. I did put this in the chat earlier, but anyone who is trolling about the game being launched is going to get a 24-hour mute immediately. No exceptions, because otherwise I'm just going to have to keep replying in the chat to confirm with people that the game is not out yet. So we've got our first mute already. You're in a 24-hour timeout if you troll that the game is out. Have we got any mods in the chat as well? Jandre's here, isn't he? Yeah. Overtino's here as well. If you do see anyone trolling in the chat, 24-hour mutes. Like, immediate. No exception. Right. So, we have got Group A. I think we just get stuck in, guys. You guys, if you weren't here yesterday, I'm sure, or even if you weren't here last year as well, you'll very quickly understand how this works. But we've got 8 groups of 4 team names, and we're going to pit them up against each other in a poll. And the 2 with the highest number of votes will go through. So, I'm put a poll in right now in the chat. And all I want you guys to do is vote for your favorite team name that you see in the poll. Which one do you find funniest? Which one is the most entertaining? Which one are you most likely to use? Just vote. All you need to do is click on one to vote. And, well, soon we will have our qualifiers from this group. And we'll keep going until we have a champion. So let's see. People asking about IDs. There's no in-game advantage to having a low ID. So basically, this is how it works. The earlier you sign up, the lower your ID will be in the game. So the first person to sign up to FPL for the new season will have ID number 1. The 10th person will have ID number 10. The 100,000th person to sign up to FPL this year will have the ID of 100,000. Now, it's pretty much useless to have a low ID. It's just something that, like, the real nerds like to flex. It's similar to, like, having a, I don't know, like a unique or rare gamer tag, or, you know, like a, I don't know, like a rare football shirt that you're only allowed to keep for 1 year. Or you packed a nice card in FC 24, but it's the same as the regular card, but it just looks nicer or something like that. There's real no benefit. It's just something people like to flex. It's just a nerd thing. But one advantage of having a low ID is that it's easier to remember if you need to input it into third-party software, which can be pretty useful. Lower ID, fewer numbers to remember if you do want to use third-party tools. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, if you want to go for a low ID, go for it. But there is no real tangible advantage. Foot Founder on FIFA, yeah, perfect analogy, Jacobins. Perfect analogy. So there's, yeah, no actual tangible benefit. It's just a flex. I think it's just a flex, but like a really nerdy flex. Like, be careful who you flex that in front of. Believe me, the ladies are not impressed by the low team ID. Believe me, I've tried it in the club before, rocking up to the club. Hey ladies, I've got a 2-digit team ID. How do you feel about that? Literally, what are you talking about? I don't care, you absolute nerd. Go away. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Right, let's end the first of the group because I want to get to the knockout stages. So, which is the best team name? From Group A, Snoop a Doggy Dog is going in through at first with 34%, so there's a qualifier there. Second place is Abra Dubravka. Very nice indeed. That's a pretty decent name. 20% for Sack of Potatoes and 16% for Vardy's Nuts. Unlucky Vardy's Nuts, you are out of the tournament. Isn't my wife impressed? No, definitely not. She doesn't even know what a team ID is. Nobody does. Nobody in the real world cares. But in the upper echelons of the FPL nerddom, wow, do we care? I'm kind of indifferent to it. I definitely see it's useful to have a low team ID, but I'm not. I would never even tell anyone my ID. You know, it's not interesting enough for me to bring it up in conversation ever. And I'm not really impressed when other people have a low ID, but it's kind of like, it's not impressive, it's interesting, I suppose. Oh, you signed up pretty fast this year. Interesting, not impressive. Anyway, second poll is out now, guys. And which is the best team name? We've got 4 competitors in this Group B. We've got Unkunkukumba, who finished second in last year's tournament. Calafiori Girls, Roll the Dice, and Pow Patrol. A couple of new entries this year, actually. Speed Naldo says low ID is a flex. I guess it depends which circles you're mixing in. I guess it depends. We'll see. Josh says she's just happy Shrewsbury Drewsbury back. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. He'll be one of the first players in her team, I'm sure. My wife, that is. Steve says, I'm watching you on the tablet, Dan, and have the game open on my phone ready to go. Gotta be desktop, man. I think it's gotta be desktop if you want to keep refreshing. Of course, we'll tell you. We'll tell you. Louis Johnson says, best 6.5 midfielders. Right now, Instinct says Nkunku. Very good. FPL Hint says, low ID is a flex and tiebreaker. Kind of. It's like a third tier tiebreaker. Okay. I guess the tangible benefit is it's like the equivalent of, you know, getting less yellow cards in a Premier League season or something like that. Because the tiebreaker is less transfers used. Well, I guess that's going to be less relevant this year. And we're talking about a few hundred places at maximum. Yeah, so some people like the low ID. I'm not personally that bothered. I would like a low ID because it's useful to remember it, but if I can get like anything below 10,000, it's pretty memorable. So that's fine. Where's the squash today? We've got the squash, don't worry. We got orange squash today. Do I think FPL drops in less than an hour? I have no clue. Maybe. I would say it's... If I had to guess, I'd probably say in the next 2 hours. Right, okay. So, it looks like this group is pretty much settled at this point. So, let's end that. In first place, we've got Roll the Dice, 32%. 28% for Nkunku in second place. And then getting knocked out, Calafiori Girls on 24%. Kind of close. But Power Patrol, not even close. Power Patrol leaves in disappointment. Pure disappointment. Which brings us to Group C, which contains last year's champion. The official best FPL team name of 2023. But in this group, we've got Why Are You Running? Drop It Like It's Slot. Eze Come, Eze Go. And Spit on That Huang. Of course, a very topical name, Spit on That Huang, which probably in a few months' time will be completely irrelevant. But for now, it's quite funny. It's quite amusing. Next group is an absolute stinker, by the way. I'm going to actually cover it up. But yeah, next group is an absolute stinker. I can't wait to see who goes through. This group seems pretty close, by the way. Oh, so far, it looks like Why Are You Running? The reigning champion might get knocked out in the group stages. Interesting. CV Music says, hopefully the game isn't too far off. Aussies want to get in on the action tonight, currently 9 p.m. I reckon you'll be good. If you plan, honestly, I think for you before midnight, we should be good. Yes, indeed. Still no launch, by the way, guys, but next couple of hours, I think it's happening. Why Are You Running? Must have suggested by a Nigerian. He's Ghanaian. Are you is Ghanaian? He's a Ghanaian man. I'll pop some music on. No news when it's coming out, guys. There is no such thing as news when it's coming out, other than it's coming out today. This afternoon, at some point. UK time. That's all we know. Get a bit of music on, guys, because we're going to be here for a while. Last year, I think we streamed for like 6 hours. It was a long time. There we go. So let's get transparency on so I can hear myself think and talk. Right. Okay. So it does currently look like Why Are You Running is getting knocked out of this Team Name World Cup group. But it is so close. It is so close. What music am I listening to right this second? You Got the Love by New Voyager Radio Edit. What? No. What? You Got the Love by The Source and Candy Station. That's what I'm listening to right now. Going for a little bit of a, I think like an early noughties playlist I'm on at the moment, I think, apparently. FPL Noke says, you cut the stream and then it launched. Yeah, was that last year that happened or the year before? Where I like gave up and then had to like rush back on stream like 20 minutes later or something. Oh dear. Why are you running is a popular Nigerian notion. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't know that. But it looks like it's getting knocked out anyway, to be fair. Sudeb says my name was Peppa Pig last year. Lots of offensive names always, as always in the chat. Carter says shirt swap every hour. Yeah, we could do that again. What should we line up next? Don't know. We got the Nigeria shirt on at the moment, representing. Okay. Let's end it. Oh my word! I've just checked the poll. It's 28% for each of these teams. So we need to. How? We need we need a tiebreaker here. Should I maybe redo the poll, but just with those three? Just drop it like a slot and do a 3-team poll? I think that's the way, because this is so close. Have I got any Brighton shirts? Yeah, I do actually. I've got one Brighton shirt. Which is here. There you go. A couple of seasons ago, away shirt. With Solly March on the back. Yes, the Solly March fandom. Gotta be done. FPL legend. Kind of. For various reasons. Some good, some bad. Oh, alright. Okay, let's redo this poll with the 3 teams because it's so tight and I don't want teams to go through by 1 or 2 votes. That seems a little unfair. So I'm gonna end this poll, guys. And we're going to go again without drop it like it's schlot. So, sorry, Liverpool fans. I know you're probably the only people who voted for that one. You're going to have to pick from the rest. Right, come on now, guys. I put Group C poll in again with just the 3 teams. Let's see. FPL Joe says, Dan, every time you raise your voice, I panic that the game has launched. I'm such a nerd. Yeah, I mean, I do apologise, but sometimes I get a little excited. Particularly when we're looking at another fairly close poll. Although, oh my word, I think the reigning champion is going to get dumped out. Sidesh says, are there any interesting FPL names for a doctor to use? If anyone can think of any doctor or medical-related fantasy team names, drop them in the chat. FPL Jordan says, got the missus involved in the FPL this year, and she's watching right now. Oh, give Megan a shout out, mate. Shout out, Megan. Welcome to the world of FPL for the 2nd season. And yeah, let's go ahead and smash it. A new year, new opportunity to win all your mini leagues, smash your rank, pick all the best players, and to never look back at all of the poor seasons in the past. Guys, I think we're going to have to say Why Are You Running is knocked out. Oh, Petrolosis says James Medicine. That's pretty good. James Medicine is pretty funny. I like that one. Okay. Sorry, Why Are You Running? You're out of the tournament. The reigning champion makes way for some new blood. You know what's interesting? The other teams that did really well last year have all qualified. Like, other than Why Are You Running? Like, Uncan Cucumber and Peppa Pig are still flying. Now, this group is interesting. Guys, have we got anyone in the chat who is under the age of, I don't know, like 18? You should probably be in school right now, but just in case you're not in school right now, this is the group for you. Because all of these are incredibly childish in their own ways. This group is cursed. This is the most cursed group I wouldn't be happy to see any of these go through. I want all of these. Oh, I highlight the wrong one. Wait, what do you mean I highlight the wrong one? What have I done? Have I done something wrong? Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, sorry, I highlighted this wrong. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys. It's meant to be this. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. But anyway, this is the most cursed group in the world. But please go ahead and vote anyway. First of all, Skibbity Hoilet. Then Riz James. Then Poop Shaw. And Pep a Pig. This is unbelievably... this is Group Gen Z. I would even go as far as to say this is a Gen A. This is a Generation Alpha group, because I think Gen Zs are like what, 26, like the oldest ones are like 26, 27, 28, and not one single 28-year-old is going to be like, oh yeah, Skibbity Hoilet, that's a great name. How is Peppa Pig not knocked out? Are you joking? Peppa Pig was a semi-finalist last season. They'll fly through. The pig gang in the chat are already spamming their emojis. They have the Peppa Pig gang in the chat are very, very passionate. I look at the chat right now, guys. There's pig emojis flying everywhere. They had a real, I think Peppa Pig and Cucumber, they were the two chat favorites last year, and somehow Why Are You Running still won it, because I think the people who were silent in the chat preferred that. But Flynn, don't ask how Poop Shaw made it this far. Please don't. We had qualifications yesterday. Poop Shaw made it through. What can I say? Look at the pig emojis, guys. It's crazy. Skibbity Hoilet is bad. It's not. It's funny to a very specific demographic, but it is. I think it's still creative enough. So there we go. The offering, I'm using OBS right now, my friend. Sudeb says, I lost my mini league because Pep didn't bring on Haaland in the last day to last year. So I went for Peppa Pig last year, just to call Pep a pig, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's no way Peppa Pig doesn't win this group, right? And Riz James looks clear in second as well. So I think we can end that poll and move on to the next group. Juice WRLD says Riz James is cold. It's not bad, is it? Sorry, Skibbity Hoilet and Poop Shaw, you're out. Skibbity Hoilet. Unbelievable. It's too niche. It needs to be funny to everyone. To win this tournament, you need to be funny to everyone, not just 17-year-olds and below. Right, the next group, guys, I think is a much more normal group than the last group, which was completely cursed. This group has Livin Saliba Loca, Gross Misconduct, Xerxeme Rolling, and Areola Grande. Strong! I think there could be a potential winner in this group, to be fair. I can see one of these going all the way. Let's see what happens, though. The Little Yellow Duck Project says, this is great, Dan. Good. Gotta get some entertainment going whilst we wait. Callum says, I don't understand Skibbity Hoilet. It's a reference to Skibbity Toilet, which is like a kid's meme that the kids like, which is about, it's like a web series about heads popping out of toilets, or toilets with heads, something like that. And they're in like a war or something with some robot looking guys. So, and it's just, I don't know, I think it's like become like an ironic meme to a degree, because it's like so like random equals funny. You know, when you were like 16 and random equals funny, I think it's the same kind of thing. So they're like toilet headed things. You're gonna have to look into it more if you want more explanations yourself. But Because honestly, I can't even explain it. I don't fully understand why it's funny, other than random equals funny. Thunderboy says, Dan calling me out as a 17-year-old. Thunderboy, how many times have you said skibbity in the last week? Be honest. How many times have you said the word skibbity? I've only said it so many times because I'm being forced to by the streams. Right, looking at this group, it looks like Living Saliba Loca is going to be going through. Gross Misconduct and Xerxeme Rolling probably going out. And Areola Grande, which is fantastic, is potentially going through as well. There we go. Never thought I'd see you explaining Skibbity Toilet. I never thought I would do it either. I never thought I would either. Someone said it's the equivalent of MLG montage parodies. I guess in a way, yeah. Like when we were all like teenagers, we all found like some stuff funny that we probably wouldn't find funny today. It's just that. And the people finding Skibbity Toilet funny most likely will look back in 10 years or maybe even 5 years and say, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Well, how was that funny? Like a few years ago, it was that Ugandan Knuckles, wasn't it? Do you know the way? And like all the 13-year-olds loved Ugandan Knuckles. That was like 5 years ago now. But now those 13-year-olds are now 18 and probably thinking, why did I find that funny? It'll be the same thing. Beanie says, can you do a spin on your swivelly chair live on stream? I mean, I will try. The only issue is this room is not as big as it probably looks. And there is like a desk here that I will probably crash into if I try. So we might have to go out in over here, find a little bit of open space, try not to bash anything, and we'll do one spin for the gang. Oh, nearly crashed into the back there. There you go, one spin for the boys. I do take requests on this stream, on this channel. There we go. Right, anyway, Big Buck Nation says, none of my friends nor self has said the word skibbity, and we were all 16 to 18 years old. Where are you, though? Where are you based? Maybe it's, like, funnier in certain areas. D Scarf says Ugandan Knuckles is still funny. Is it? Is it? I don't know if I agree with that one. DJ Hammer says we're all just old heads now. We're all just old heads looking down, frowning upon our older selves. Alright, anyway. Becky says, I need an Ipswich-themed team name. Finally, my team is in FPL. Hok Tuanzebe. Is that how you say his name, by the way? Can an Ipswich fan tell me how to say the name Tuanzebe? I've never known how to say it since he played for Manchester United. Is it Tuanzebe? Tuanzebe? Anyway, Hok Tuanzebe. There's your Ipswich themed FPL team. If anyone else has got any more, then please go for it. Sam Williams says, wish I'd said downward a doggy, clear contender. There was a lot of a doggy themed names that I could not include. We would have got away with downward a doggy, but I don't know. Unfortunately didn't make the cut. Sam should have come in yesterday. Suggested it. Could have gone all the way. Who knows? Okay, it is Tuanzebe. Okay, so Hok Tuanzebe would work as a name. If you want an Ipswich themed name, Hok Tuanzebe, there you go. I got another super chat from AMX who says, I will listen more later. Are you nervous about the harm of getting the new look chip strategy and free transfer strategy wrong during the season? There's no chip until January. We can't really change our playstyle until we know what the new chip is. This whole mystery chip thing. So I don't think there's any point in overthinking that one too much unless we get some kind of leak in the next few months. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. If you guys in the chat saying do an age poll. All right, let's end this poll and we'll move on to the next group stage. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, AMX, I'm not nervous at all. Play the game as you would normally. There's a few rule changes, isn't there? Like the bonus points and the the free transfers. Yeah, change your playstyle based on that information, but the mystery chip, there's nothing we can do right now. Anyway, I'm going to end this poll, guys. Live in Saliva, Loca, and oh my word, it's close. I actually don't know. I just ended it when 2 are on 24%. All right, so, okay, Live in Saliva, Loca goes through, and we need a tiebreaker on... We need a tiebreaker on gross Oh no, gross misconduct went through. Oh, it ended up just ahead. Ariola Grande is out. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, there we go. Right, you guys want an age poll. Okay, what should we do for the age? Like, okay, how old are you? What is your age? Sounds less creepy if I write that. What is your age? And by the way, it is anonymous. So I'll write anonymous because honestly, I don't know who's voted for what. So it is completely anonymous. So let's put under 18 as the first option. 19 to 25. 19 to 30? That seems a little bit broad. Alright, we'll do 19 to 25. We'll do 26 to 35. Alright, that's screw it. Let's do 19 to 29, 30 to 39, and then we'll just do 40 plus. I'm sorry, 40 plus year olds. I'm putting 40-year-olds in the same category as 100-year-olds, but believe me, guys, I don't lump you together, but I just have a feeling that most people will be below the age of 39, so I feel like we need to have a more broad question. Anyway, polls going in the chat. We won't leave this up for long because I want to keep moving on with this tournament, but a few people asked for an age poll just to see how many, what kind of age people are who watch the stream. But a surprising amount of under 18, so no wonder Skibbity Hoylet managed to survive this long in this tournament. But most people seem to be in their 20s. Which makes sense, I think. I think this channel is mostly geared towards people in their 20s. What about 18-year-olds? 18-year-olds, you can go in under 18. Holly says, thank you for those boundaries. Didn't have to vote in the OAP category. Holly, don't worry. I'd also be in the OAP category. Pretty much at this point. 18-year-olds in the mud. 18-year-olds, you can go in under 18. 18 or under, I guess. I'm sorry. This is just a very much off-the-cuff poll just to see what happens. Right, 18... Fine. 18-year-olds, you don't vote. You go. You're not welcome here. If you're 18, you're not welcome. Alright, anyway. Let's end that poll. It seems pretty obvious that most people in the chat are in their 20s. Which is not entirely surprising. At all. Alright, let's move on to the next group. Group F. We've only got 3 groups left. And then we can finally move on to... Uncommon Neuron says, ignores legitimate question, instead tries to chat about age. Got it. Ironically, Uncommon Neuron, I can't read everything in the chat. I try to read most. But actually, ironically, if you actually put your question in the chat instead of complaining about it, you would have had it answered by now. Makes you think. Makes you think. But yeah, I do apologise. I do not read everything in the chat because it's like one message per second. There are not enough words that can come out of my mouth per minute to read every single message. But we do try and pick out what looks interesting or what is a commonly asked question. Like 5 different people said do an age poll, so that's enough. Let's see who goes through in this one. Oh dear. Uncommon Neuron says, yeah, good cover story. Okay, good cover, solid projection, mate. Uncommon Neuron, ironically again, I've accidentally just looked at the chat. Your name was there right at the bottom when I was reading it. And again, if you just asked a question instead of complaining, you would have had it answered by now. Think. Next time you put a message in the chat, Make it your actual question instead of complaining about your question not being answered. And by this point, you haven't answered. Crazy, I know. Absolutely crazy. Bad hair day? Yeah, mate. Genuinely, yeah. Honestly, it just is not doing what I want it to do today. It really isn't. But we move. You can't have a great hair day every day. And I don't have a great hair day any days. So we'll see. Anyway, for this group, we've got to be joking. Hwang It in the Louvre, Count Doku, McGinn and Tonic. Let's see who goes through. Oh, Uncommon Neuron. He's really. Oh, he's so angry now. He's so angry. Just put in your question, mate. I'll answer it. Honestly, we'll put all of the trouble. We'll put it in the past. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. He's so rattled. He's lost his head. Got a minion in his profile picture. An angry minion in the chat. Christ alive. Leo says, when do you think the game releases? If I had to guess, I'll probably say the same things that happened last time. Like, in the next hour and a half, maybe? Probably. Borlak says, can't have a bad hair day if you're bald. That's my excuse anyway. And you know what? That's such a good point. That's such a good point. The benefits of being bald, I suppose. All the other FPL content creators are absolutely having no problem at all. Unbelievable. Right, anyway. Hey, mate. First time watching your game day live stream. My question, who is the one player that is absolutely nailed in your team? That's from Marcus. I think Saka. I think Saka is one player who I just cannot see myself going without. FPL Hint says, should launch before 5 PM today easily. Yeah, I'd be pretty surprised if it released after 5. Be pretty surprised. I'm pretty surprised. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. We'll see. Giandre member for 28 months. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Oh, Uncommon Neuron. Like, okay. Uncommon Neuron, let's just settle this once and for all. I'm going to answer your question because I think this is what you were trying to talk about. And then we're going to leave it in the past. We're going to shake hands. We're going to make up. Or we'll each go our separate ways and we will be happy and stop being rattled. So, Uncommon Neuron says, additional projection. Okay, mate. The question was, just put, why are you putting bait streams up? Everyone knows the game isn't being launched today, tomorrow, the next. Everyone knows the game isn't being launched. Are you so rattled that you've lost all your brain cells? The game is literally being launched today. It's not a bait stream at all, my friend. Yes, it's already been leaked that the game will launch this afternoon. So it's going to happen in the next couple of hours. So, yeah, not bait. Genuinely, we're going to see the game come out today. We'll see. Gianni's in the chat as well. Well. We got the whole gang. The whole gang showed up. But yeah, that Uncommon Neuron said, it's a genuine question. I have no idea. Fair enough. It's just banter. But yeah, no, the game is literally. So what basically, I may as well just tell anyone just to give this information. We're really not trying to hide anything, or be mysterious or anything like that. But we saw very briefly before they edited their website, Crystal Palace accidentally leaked that the game is going to be launched this afternoon. So it was on the Crystal Palace website when they were doing their price reveals on their website, and then they quickly had to edit it. So clearly they've got the heads up, and then they've been told, no, you can't tell people the game is going out today. Just do your price reveals. So they screwed up. Crystal Palace media team screwed up and leaked that the game is being launched this afternoon. Aside from that, we've kind of got hints and stuff from official FPL. They kind of have alluded to the fact it's coming out today as well. So they do this every year, turn on notifications and we'll tell you when the game launches. In reality, they'll tell us like 3 hours after the game launches, but still, still. But that's what we're here for today, to let you know exactly when the game launches, because I've got it refreshing on a second monitor. The game is just refreshing over and over again, once per second, on an auto clicker. And yeah, we're gonna know very, very quickly when the game is out. In fact, we might even, should we bump it up to faster? Could move it up a little faster. Screw it. Should we do one? Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay. Anyway, that hopefully should answer that one. So we are very much going to be launching today. So I think this group is done. Hwang in the Louvre goes through in first. Ugarte Be Joking in second. And Count Doku and McGinn and Tonic, unfortunately, knocked out. Which means we can move on to the next group. And this group contains Packet of Crisps, Under My Kukurea, Bowen 747, and Sosange. This is I'm gonna put this out there now. The winner of the whole tournament is not in this group. Let's be totally real. Let's be totally honest. Kieran says, is that not a bit too quick? Once every 30 seconds is surely fine. Yeah, it probably is a bit too quick. And if I'm totally honest, I did it last year once per second, and it did crash at one point. So let's do one once every 3 seconds. Oh, no, that's 3 times per second. Okay, stop it, Daniel. Stop it, Daniel. Okay, there we go. Once every 3 seconds, it's going through. Yelena says this is a strong group. I don't know about that one, Chief. I think this is a pretty mid group, to be fair. It's not like quite as bad as the cursed group. D-Scarf says Sosange is horrific. Oh, come on. Come on. We'll see. Otherworld's Ambient says, refuse to believe anyone but West Ham fans are voting Bowen 747. Yeah, but based. D-Max says, Dan, what do you think of being able to save up to 5 transfers? I think it's a good thing. I think it benefits planners, and it helps people who are, forget to do their team for a couple of weeks, get back into the game. What do you think is, it could be good. Sosange is losing, by the way, guys. I thought Sosange was going to be like a cult favourite, but, It is called Football says, this group is amazing. Oh, fair play. Fair play. Peter is saying game is launching. I mean, yeah, game is. If you mean like within the next few hours, then yes. It's not like literally going right now. David says poll is cooked if Sosange doesn't make it. What can I say? The people have spoken. The people have spoken, are speaking right now. What's the poll? Poll should be in chat. You may have, if the poll isn't there for you, you may have, minimized it, potentially. What does second and third mean? Under My Kukurea is like under my umbrella, like the Rihanna song. And Bowen 747 is a reference to the aeroplane, Boeing 747, which is somehow winning this group, even though it's mid. It's mid. Unless it's just not my sense of humor, and actually it's really funny. I just don't really get it. I personally think Sosange is funny. I'm not gonna lie. Mahmood says Palmer or Saka or Foden is better for the opening fixtures. I mean, if you're looking at fixtures, it's probably not Palmer. But I don't know. Peter Taylor, congratulations. You've been timed out for 24 hours for the fake news. Lee, I'm not going to even read your message out, my friend. Not even doing it. Steve says, I've got my boss into watching the launch day today. Dan, he loves FPL and will probably watch your content during the season. Steve, thank you very much for introducing another person to the FPL mates, to the gang. Timeout's going crazy. Is Sosange like a reference to Arnie Slot? No, it's a reference to Ange Postecoglou. Top 10 travel says we want the helicopter story. If we have time, let's do the team name World Cup, and then I'll think about telling the helicopter story. I'll think about it. But how many times, honestly, can I tell that same story? Right, let's end this poll and keep moving on. So, Bowen747 has gone through alongside Under My Kukureya. Here for FPL says, late name entry, Broth, are you? Broth, are you? I don't understand that one. No, I don't understand that one, unfortunately. And also, we're not doing late entries. The tournament is started. This tournament is well underway. We're out of qualification. We're in the real tournament now. We can't add any later entries. But yeah, someone explain that one to me. Capybara Games says, love your content, mate. Been watching since the 2021-22 season. Wow, that is some time. Thank you so much for joining me for so long. Calvin says, I've organised an FPL launch party. 10 of us watching your stream from India. Amazing. Well, hello from England to India. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream and are ready for the big launch. I love that this has become an event. I love that this is a big event in people's lives. FPL. Is it brother you? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. It doesn't work. If it's meant to be brother, what is that, brother? What's that, brother? It doesn't work. Sorry. Anyway, final group is got some cursed names in. We've got a couple of cursed names in here. So we've got I Love You Pookie. We've got Control Alt Delict. Pretty good. Hakuna Matata, a classic of last season. And Cobby Dobby Doo. which is possibly the only one worse in the tournament. I think is probably Poop Shaw. And Cobby Dobby Doo is possibly the second worst hand that we've seen. Oh dear. Oh well. Runak says, I'm going with Where Are You Now? That works. That works. It's a Justin Bieber classic. Here for FPL says, crap. And give yourself the nice Oscar award at least. Thunderboy says, I don't understand Cobby Dobby Doo. It's like it's like Scooby Dooby Doo, but like Cobby Minu. Yeah, it's it's just cursed. It's cursed. Jacob says started watching it in 2020. Crazy Grove. Yeah, that was my first year, 2020. I think. Was that my first year? Yeah, it would have been, I think. Love from Kuwait. Oh, my love back to you. It is called Football says, what's your prediction on the amount of people that will have Haaland before game week 1? Probably maybe 30%. Dennis says, Dan, use your phone to call the FPL devs. Do you want me to get on the blower? Let's complete this group, and then I'll ring the devs up and see if they're we'll see what they're up to. And then for those of you who don't watch regularly, we'll probably enter a chorus of cringe in the chat. So get ready to type cringe in the chat, guys. How on earth is Cobby Dobby Doo making it through here, by the way? How? We'll see. Sancho says, watching from Lebanon. Yes, of course I've heard of Lebanon. Jacob says, I remember it starting up at my first year of uni. And look at you now, Jacob. A valued member of the workforce in this great British economy. How far you have came. Graduated with a strong 2-2 in what's your degree? In basket weaving. 3 years later, Jacob, your basket weaving degree is going strong. Anyway, should we end this group? It's kind of close. Looks like Cobby Dobby Doo is making it through somehow. It's Getting Dark is requesting Brentford-style names. So anyone's got any Brentford-related fantasy team names, please pop them in the chat to help out our good friend in the chat. Linus says, hey Dan, thinking of Lawrence of Sarabia? Yeah, nice. Lucian says, thoughts on Let Me Talk? Yeah, I like it. Right, anyway, I'm ending the poll. Cobby Dobby Doo is going through. I love you, Pookie. You only got 14%. Oh, my word. I thought that was a pretty good one. I guess it's a little bit too niche. A little too niche. So, Cobby Dobby Doo and Control-Alt-Delete go through. So, okay. We need to draw the round of 16. But first, before we draw the round of 16, it'll be 1v1s from now on. I'll ring the devs to see if there's any update on when the game's launching. Hope that's okay with you guys. So, yeah, excuse me. Just going to go on the phone very briefly. Hello? Hello, mate. I'm just wondering, what's the update on the game? Are we looking at launching anytime soon? Because I've got a whole bunch of people in the chat, and they're not happy. They want the game out now, if that's possible. Is that possible? What do you mean? Oh, okay. Well, so you literally haven't got a clue what the new chip's going to be? Well, isn't that that's the whole reason? I swear that's the whole reason you said, oh, we'll tell you what the mystery chip is in January, so you didn't have to think about it now. Because now you're just going to be panicking about the new mystery chip. Does that mean you're not going to launch the whole game till January? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Right. Okay. So the game is definitely coming out today. You don't know when, because you're still trying to figure out what the mystery chip is going to be. Okay. Alright, fine. I'll let them know. But they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be satisfied with our answer. They really are not going to be happy. Okay, mate. Cool. Yeah. I'll see you at Bowls on Thursday. Yes. Yeah, don't forget to bring my t-shirt, because last time you left it at home and I still really need that back. But I hope it did fit your wife in the end. Okay, cool. Right. Take care, mate. See you at Bowls. Bye. Bye. Sorry, boys. It's bad news, I'm afraid. It's bad news, I'm afraid. They're trying to figure out what the new chip is going to be, but they still don't know. So they're trying to release the game, but they still don't even know what the new chip is going to be. What can I do? I'll ring them again in a bit. Hamza said a kid could swim in the pool with that phone. Yeah. Based. FPL Hint says brick phone for the dub. Anyone here old enough to remember when phones were that big? Me, not quite. Someone says give the man an Oscar. What if you insist? I prepared one for earlier. Top quality actor, FPL Mate. If there's any acting talent agents out there looking for a new face in the UK television scene, I'm your man. Daniel says, is this meant to be funny? Proper cringe. I'm so glad I asked. Lighten up is all I'm going to say. Let's have a bit of fun. A little bit of prop comedy. Never hurt anyone. It's not going to be for everyone, but it will be for some. Right, we need to enter in all of these team names into this random order generator, and that will give us the round of 16s. Fingers crossed, anyway. Does anyone have any Liverpool team name suggestions? Says Kendrick in the chat. You know what? We got some strong team names left in the competition. I'm genuinely have no clue who's going to win. No clue. Capybara says, I appreciate the skit. Good, good. Someone has to, I suppose. I mean, I think it deserves a like. I think if you enjoyed that one, leave a like to show your appreciation. And subscribe. Click the bell button if you want to be notified each time FPL Mate uploads a video on YouTube. And why not follow my social media platforms? Twitter, where I tweet my tweets. Instagram, where I Insta my grams. And how about TikToks, where you get to see FPL Mate videos, but in a slightly shorter format. Wow, if that was not a great advertisement for everything I do on here, then I don't know what is. Right, okay, we've got the list of names in the round of 16, and we're going to randomize them to basically see who's going to be playing each other. So we'll randomize it. The top two will play each other, then the third and fourth will play each other, fourth and fifth, etc., etc., etc. Ivatino says, people are watching a poll that included Skibbity Hoilet and Poop Shaw, but a prop phone is a step too far. Different strokes for different folks. Different horses for different courses. Different people like different things. Some people find skits involving giant plastic phones funny. Other people like Skibbity Hoilet. Me personally, I like it all. Right, okay, so this is how it's... Oh, crap. This is how it's going to work. So, I'm actually going to highlight that so I can ready to copy and paste it whenever I need to. So, can I just like divide it up like this, and then we'll have one go through each time. 8 matchups. Starting with the first matchup, is there any like fixtures that look really tough? I mean, to be fair, this one's not too bad. Oh, I can't believe Uncan Cucumber is up against Cobby Dobby Doo. That's the cursed round, surely. What are the most cursed ones left in the tournament? Riz James, Peppa Pig, Uncan Cucumber, Cobby Dobby Doo. So at least one cursed one is going to get removed. And then Spit on That Huang is pretty cursed. Thunderboy, it doesn't work like that, don't worry. We'll keep randomizing every time. So there's the next round is not predefined. Let's see what happens. Who's going to win? I Love Cardman says, hey Dan, FPL is not launching today. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And also muted for, or timed out for spreading misinformation. I'm sorry. I set it as a rule at the beginning of the stream, 24-hour timeouts for spreading misinformation. I'm sorry. Anyway. People suggesting some more names. I mean, it's too late to enter your names, but you've got some great suggestions. How are you sure, Dan? I'm sure because literally, where is it? Crystal Palace accidentally confirmed it on their website, and FPL said basically put out their yearly tweet where they say turn on notifications and we'll tell you when the game's live, which they do every year on the day it's live. So it's live today. Come on, let's be honest. I'm like 99% sure. 99% sure. Which I would say is pretty convinced. Anyway, so it looks like Control-Alt-Delict is going to win on this one. Mohammed says, Dan, you should have somewhere on screen for late joiners. Should we just put it in... should we put it on the... we'll just put it on the ticker. We don't need the... we don't really need the... like the leaks for player prices anymore, do we? We all know the player prices by now. So let's put Palace. Crystal Palace leaked that FPL will launch this afternoon. There we go. So it's on the ticker now. Poop Shaw to the final. It's coming home. Poop Shaw got knocked out. Comfortably bottom of their group. Wasn't even close. Right, let's end this poll. Control-Alt-Delict goes through. Commiserations, Riz James. You're out. Yeah, as Jandre says in the chat, remember, guys, no spreading false information. If you do, 24-hour channel mute. But to be honest, like if you want to have a guess when you think the game is going to go live out, or you want to talk about it or speculate, that's fine, but just don't state anything as fact. FPL Hint says, make sure you don't get caught out by errors on the team name field when it goes live. FPL Hints, can you help us out? What kind of thing can cause an error in the name field? Is there anything specific that we need to be looking out for? Is it just dodgy characters or invalid names, that kind of thing? Or is there something we need to specifically think about? Because I do seem to recall there was like an error. Some people got an error last year, but I can't remember what it was. Was it that they hadn't selected their team or something? Not sure. Ben says, I just want to change my team 30 times already. Wow. We'll see. Does the Cool Gamer 60 like beans has got a Python script running to send them a ping when the game goes live? Nice. We'll see. Someone says, few people saying guessing 3 p.m. Could be roughly them. I don't think it won't be bang on any number. Vitislav says, can we modify it to Abra Dubravka? No, I think we'll leave it as it is. Jack says, bingo, hadn't selected the team. You had to scroll down to find the option. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I thought so. Something to look out for. Alex says 5 p.m. usually, isn't it? It was around 5 p.m. last season, but it's been all over the place. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon, sometimes it's a very, very early evening. Very early evening. S. Hader says, can you do a random poll on whether people consider the Community Shield as an actual trophy? Oh, no, you're on the wrong place for these kind of questions. They're so split anyway. This one is so close. No idea who's going to go through. We'll let this run a little while longer to see. I'm trying to look right now at who is likely to win this whole tournament. Control Alt Delict has done really well. Did really well in qualifying, did really well in the group stages, and dominated the round of 16 as well. So I think Control Alt Delict could go all the way. I think they've got to be an early shout for the winner. Aside from that, I don't know. Alex says, what is the current time in the UK? It is 5 minutes past 1. James says, Dan, are you streaming until release, even if it's like 9 PM? Yeah, I will. But it won't be at 9 PM. But yeah, I might like take a 5-minute break to grab some food or something. But yeah, I'm here. I'm here for the long run now. We'll see. Carefree says, Control Alt Delict is so basic. I kind of agree. David says Delict might not even sign for United. Yeah, I mean, if Delict wins it and Delict doesn't even sign for Man United, then we'll see. Yeah, this is really close. Jorgen says 5 free transfers now. What? Yeah, it's not 5 free. It's still 1 free transfer per week, but you can roll up to 5. You can bank up to 5 free transfers. So you can't actually... It's not like everyone gets 5 free transfers a week. That would be ridiculous. That would be very, very silly indeed. Man, this is so close. Okay, let's get this latest poll to 600 votes, and then we'll close it. Whoever's winning at 600 votes, that'll be done. Zachary says, can you change your team name? Yes, you can. As many times as you like throughout the season, I believe. Chandra says, Dan, are we probably going to do the usual Q&A videos and rate my draft videos? Want to share what content is going to be new from your side this season? In the pre-season, we will definitely do some of that kind of stuff, yeah. But I think we're going to move a lot of rate my team stuff and Q&A stuff over to members only, I think. Which is not something I wanted to do, but I think it's something I have to do. But we'll do some stuff like publicly, and we'll do some stuff. We'll do other stuff members only. I just want to reward the members, really. Because we've got a fair few members now, and they've been so supportive, and I just want to try and give back somehow. Even though I don't believe in paywalled content. Hopefully I can try and provide some value there. Okay, 600 votes is done. Abra Dubravka wins. A tight affair. Which means we can move on to the next... Charlie says, can someone explain the Saliba poll? It's a reference to the popular song Livin' Da Vida Loca, which I can't sing because of copyright reasons. And also because I don't want to, and I'm a little bit embarrassed. I don't want to sing on stream. You guys will laugh at me. People might say cringe. Well, if people say cringe in the chat, then my self-esteem might go down a bit. Can't have that. But yeah, it's just a reference to a song. When did Livin' Da Vida Loca come out? 90s? 80s? A while ago. Scott says, do you actually think we'll get to 5 free transfers? Yeah, if you forget to do your team for 5 weeks. Where is Sosan? Sosan's got knocked out the last stage, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks like Peppa Pig is going out. Snooper Doggy Dog is going to beat Peppa Pig. 1990s, we reckon. There we go. Dog versus Pig. Who will come out on top? I think Peppa Pig is gonna go out. Right. Anyway, I actually forgot. I meant to be changing my football shirt once per hour. And we've been streaming for over an hour now. So I need to choose a new football shirt. Thing is, all of my favourite ones are in the wash at the moment. for? Maybe Mexico? Yeah. Let's go Mexico. I get so hot in here as well, to be fair. Hang on, 1 second guys, I'll be back in like literally 10 seconds. Alright, was that 10 seconds? Put some anti-perspirant on that. That's the problem, when you're like in a tiny like box room with loads of lights and electronics going on, well, it gets a little bit sweaty. But regardless, we move to the next football shirt, and it's going to be a little Mexican number. A little spicy Mexican number. Oh, right, there we go, finally. Better. Okay, so what's the poll saying? Peppa Pig's going. Peppa Pig is going. Oh. Kira says, we can't smell you, don't worry. Good point. Very good point. That is an important factor in these things. We've got some Man City prices. Ortega 5.5. Interesting. All City defenders 5.5. Except Guardiola. So Stones 5.5. Diaz 5.5. Guardiola 6. Interesting. Well. Yeah, Ortega 5.5. I guess, the reason they're doing that is because just in case Edison leaves and Ortega is the only goalkeeper at Man City, Ortega would be absolutely broken. So it's a good decision from FPL, a rare good decision from them in terms of pricing, where they've kind of actually preempted something and spotted a potential problem before it happens. Which is right. I think for good teams, like, you know, if I don't know, Raya got injured at Arsenal, you need Arsenal's second goalkeeper to be fairly expensive. Otherwise, it could be just completely broken. So it makes sense. Ortega will be first choice goalkeeper. He should be 5.5 million. Right. Shall we end this poll? With Snoop a doggy dog going through. Peppa Pig. I'm so sorry, Peppa Pig gang. I think last year you peaked in 3rd place, and now it's downhill from here. Peppa Pig is going to drop off slowly each year. Right, here we go. Which is the best team name? Nukan Cucumber or Cobby Dobby Doo? Let's see who goes Cobby Dobby through. I hate myself. FPL Discomfort says, is Raya going to be sober in time for the first game week? Good point. Let's find out. You know what? Whoever goes through in this round, I think could go pretty far. The Cucumber gang is in the chat. The Pig gang are not happy. We'll see. Thunderboy says, Peppa Pig gang, we must take revenge on Uncle Cucumber. Why is there such a rivalry between Peppa Pig and Uncle Cucumber? It's like the biggest rivalry in FPL team name World Cup history. It doesn't even make sense. Why are you guys rivals? Be friends. Join hands in both being ridiculous names. I mean, Cobby Dobby Doo is just as ridiculous. Jaylee says, Dan, please watch the cucumber meme. I will search it on my phone. Do I want to? No, actually, you know what? That could be anything. I'm going to go ahead and not do that. I don't trust you guys in the chat. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Some of you I trust. DJ Hammer says the cursed names Derby. Yeah, this is the most cursed, like, round, or, well, matchup in this round. S. Hader says, I voted Peppa Pig and Uncle Cucumber. Good. Good. Join hands. This is tight, by the way, this one. Dog means dog emojis flying in the chat. Cucumbers flying in the chat. It's a big matchup. Positivity zone. Sosange is gone. No one can join the Sosange gang. We'll see what happens. Ben Copley says, I'm not having Salah or Haaland this year. Thoughts? Ben, who are you going to have? If you're not going to have Salah or Haaland, then literally who is going to be in your team? Oh, dear. Why not Scooby-Doo? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. We want a dog derby. Who's the other dog? Oh, it's the other dog is Snoop a doggy. Snoop a doggy and Cobby Dobby Doo are the two dog-themed competitors left. Look at it. Look at the look at the Peppa Pig emojis still flying in the chat. You're done. You're finished. You're out of the tournament. Deal with it, Peppa Pig gang. You're out. Pick a new horse because your horse broke its legs and it's getting put down. See you later. Bye-bye. Unless you're now moving to Cobby Dobby Doo. What if it's a tie? There's no such things as ties. We are super close here, though. So let's get to 600 votes and see who wins at 600 votes. You know what? I think Cobby Dobby Doo might be going through. It is tight. Okay, 600 votes is done. Wow. Interesting. Cobby Dobby Doo wins it. 51% Cobby Dobby Doo. You know what? I'm quite sad. I think Cucumber was my favourite last year. Came in second. Now I know this is just Peppa Pig fans being spiteful towards Cucumber. You couldn't let one of you go through. Both of you had to go out. It's both of you or neither of you. I get it. I get it. But now, all you've done is replace one cursed name with another. Snooper Doggy Dog cursed. Absolutely cursed. I hope you're happy. Anyway, Bowen 747 and Roll the Dice, both pretty basic. These are the kind of names that, you know, these are the kind of names your dad would have for their FPL team name, or like your uncle. Your uncle or your dad has one of these as their team names. Uncle Cucumber in the chat is not happy. Isaac's not happy. What does the Bowen one mean? It's in reference to an aeroplane called a Boeing 747. This is what I mean. Thunderboy says, yeah, we definitely need a Pig versus Cucumber rematch. Should we do that as like a friendly match at the end of the tournament? I think that would be acceptable. We've got dice emojis and plain emojis in the chat. Interesting, interesting. Carl says, some of us are the uncle/dad generation. That's why these names have gone through. We've got representatives from all age groups, other than, I think all of the like Gen Z names are now knocked out. Oh, actually, Spit on That Huang is a kind of a young, contemporary meme, I guess. So there we go. So the dads and the uncles in the chat are absolutely loving this one. They're thinking, Bowen 747, it's just like a plane, mate. It's hilarious. Have you seen those planes, Boeing 747? I've got one for you, mate. A Boeing 747. I can't wait to tell my son that. He's going to love that one. It won't be friendly, trust me. What, the Nkunku versus Peppa Pig rematch? Fairs. Jones says Sean Dyche ain't relevant anymore. Speak for yourself, mate. He's very relevant. Everton fans will have something to say. They'll have something to say about that. Josh says, I took one of them to Benidorm, mate. A 747. I actually went on a 747 when I went to Benidorm a couple of years ago. So wait till you hear about this. Oh. Kevakazi says, I feel personally attacked. I think it's accurate. We've got some interesting names with some other suggestions in the chat, as always, which I just look at and laugh at but can't say out loud. Oh, dear. How the hell did Nkunku get knocked out? Well, Cubby Dubby Doo came through. Najiu says, vote 747 to hear more impressions. Bert Baker with another suggestion. I went on the 747 when I went to Marbella with me little lad. Hilarious it was. I can't believe it. Bowen 747 ain't going through. I thought it was hilarious. I told my son it was hilarious. He didn't agree, but I thought it was really funny. 747, it's like a plane, isn't it? Yash says we need an entire video with just a dad impression. I don't know if I can keep it going for that long. Right, it looks like Bowen 747 is going. I'm sorry, dads of the world. To be fair, Roll the Dice is a pretty, like, dad team name as well, to be fair. Oh, dear. Showed all me mates in the work. They were pissing themselves, they were. They absolutely loved it. Steve, Gary, and Paul loved it. Steve, Gary, and Paul absolutely loved Bowen 747. Oh, just wait until I tell Phil. Phil will love it as well. Graham absolutely loves it. He thinks it's hilarious. Anyway, Bowen 747 just crashed, guys, because it's going out of the tournament. New channel idea, FPL Dad. Well. Sorry, Steve's, Paul's, and Gary's in the chat. Bowen 747 is out. The plane has crashed. You're out of here. You're gone. Bye-bye. See ya. Like I said, Roll the Dice is not that much better. But regardless, we move on. What other accents can you do, Dan? I told you, I can do whatever you like. I take requests within reason. Right, next matchup is Hwang It in the Louvre and You Got to Be Joking. Let's see what happens here. So this one is like, I don't know, what kind of demographic are these ones? Like Hang It in the Louvre, like Hwang It in the Louvre. It's kind of like, that's one for if you're in your 20s. That's one for you, I think. You Got to Be Joking. I don't know. I think these ones kind of work for everyone. I think these I think everyone can get down with these ones. I don't think they're anything particularly special, but they're pretty good. Pretty good. Joshua says both of these are crap, in my opinion. Yeah, I think they're fine. They're okay. I don't know if we've got an... I think Hwang in the Louvre could potentially win the whole thing. Maybe. Steve says, hey, Dan, what are you saying about Steve's? I'm sorry, just the Steves. The Steves loved Bowen 747. The Steves, the Pauls, and the Garys. If your name is Steve, Paul, or Gary, and you're in the chat right now, confirm right now, you found Bowen 747 funny, didn't you? You found that one funny. If your name's Steve, Paul, or Gary. Ugarte doesn't even play in the Prem. I know. How it's got this far, who knows? Joel says, hang it in the Louvre. People are sleeping on it. Cobby Dobby Doo top tier. It's absolute trash tier, but let's see. Standard says, Dan, can you do a good Snoop Dogg accent? No, I'm not doing that. Oh, we've got Gary in the chat. Gary says, oh, you Muppet. Oh, you Muppet. Bowen 747's proper funny. You Muppet. There we go. Steve Trim says, nope, got to have a Liverpool angle. Oh, we got a few Steves in the chat, to be fair. We've got a few Steves, a Gary. We got any Pauls? I guess a Paul could be feasibly in their 20s, couldn't they? We could have some young Pauls around. I mean, most Pauls are over 30, though. Maybe over 40. We'll see. WWD's going all the way. We'll see. Steve says, Bowen 747 was funny, and I actually do have mates called Paul and Gary. It's so predictable. It writes itself. Paul's, Gary's, and Steve's love Bowen 747. We've got Gareth here. Is it Gareth? Gareth is like... I don't know. Gareth is a 40 years old name, I think. I think a Gary could feasibly find Bowen 747 funny. What about Tony? There's not that many Tonys in the UK, is there? Maybe there's a few Tonys. I don't think I've met a Tony. Have I ever met a Tony? I don't think I have. Bert says Paul, Gary's and Steve's were one-of-a-kind geezers. They are all one-of-a-kind geezers. Ben Gillespie says 32-year-old dad here. Bow and arrow got me. I think the dads just love Bowen, generally speaking. Jack Martin says demand a recount for Bowen 747. Jack, what is the average age? You're not getting a recount, Jack, for a start. Average age of a Jack. I think Jack is a name that everyone has. Okay, this is the lifespan of a Jack Russell. So when did Jack peak in popularity? Oh, here we go. Okay, it peaked in popularity in 1929. Is that right? So you're most likely to be called Jack if you were born in 1929, historically speaking. Right, Jack popularity by year. Let's find out. Oh, okay. So Jack is either really old or really young and no one in between. We've got a big... Jack peaked thanks to Titanic. You're so right, look. Titanic comes out around like late 90s and suddenly everyone's called Jack again. Before, when Titanic was based in like this period of time, there was a Jack. And then Jack died as a name. The movie Titanic came out. Suddenly, Jacks are plenty. So yeah, Jacks are either 100 years old or like 20 and nothing in between. So Jack Martin, you're quite young to be demanding a recount for Bowen 747. Because that's one for the Steves, the Garys, and the Pauls. That's in the USA. I guess that's in the USA, but I mean, unless we can find like UK stats. I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered. All right, fine. Okay, people are demanding. Okay, UK Jack name popularity by year. Christ, this is going to be hard. Oh no, it's hardest to find stats for UK. No, I can't be bothered, guys. I can't be bothered. It's too much effort. It's not worth it. It's irrelevant to what we're doing anyway. Oh well. Oh, they had England and Wales on there? Oh, on the same page? Okay, right, let's go back. So what did I type in? So if I go here and then, do you say I can change it to, oh, here, England and Wales? That'll do, won't it? England and Wales. Oh, they don't have as much data. But apparently the name Jack is declining in popularity. Right. Yeah, we don't have as much as longer term data for England and Wales, sadly, but we still have some. There we go. There we go. Any other names requests, let me know. All right, what about like Gary? Okay, well, let's just go United States because there's not much data here. So let's just get rid of the females here because I want to see for males. So Jack and Gary are like inverses of each other. They completely swapped. So Jack was popular, then it died as a name. The Garys rose up, and as the Garys declined, well, the Jacks were on the rise. So the opposite to a Jack is a Gary. It's just if anyone said, if there's ever a quiz question, what is the opposite of a Jack? It's a Gary. What's the opposite of a Gary? It's a Jack. There you go. Anyway. Oh, people are actually putting in requests for. Okay, right. Let's start again. We'll do like 2 more and then I'm done. Like who do Michael? We'll do Michael. Michael, I think, is probably like gone down recently. Yeah, Michael is washing itself up. Michael is very much a man born in the 70s and 80s. By the 90s, the Michaels are dying off. Someone said Jay. Jay is a name from the 1990s onwards, surely. No. That's in the... Okay, England and Wales. I feel like it peaked. Yeah. Oh my God, we could go forever. Jamie. I would say Jamie is about 25 to 30 years old, maybe. Yeah, again, another name on the decline. Tony. Oh, are we just going to do this all day now? There's no Tonys in the UK. Like, look at this. No one's naming their kid Tony. They used to a lot in the United States, but again. Well, we'll do Daniel, actually, because that's my name, and we haven't done my name yet. I think my name's probably dying out. Oh, wow. So, in the UK, when did Daniel peak as a name? Oh, it's on the decline. Have I got an old guy's name now? Does my name show my age? To be fair, still some Daniels born in like the 2000s, I guess. Oh, right, we're done there, guys. We're done there. This is not the actual game, by the way. This would be an excellent troll to anyone coming, like, joining the stream now, but this is like last year's. Should we just leave it on screen to troll anyone coming into the stream? We'll see. People are definitely going to put in the chat, how are you on the game already? Is it launched? I can't get it to work. Right, no more names because we need to stick to the task at hand. We're trying to run a World Cup here. Wang in the Louvre has gone through. Good, because Agate's not even in the Premier League. Which brings us to our next matchup. We're nearly done. Then we can go to the quarterfinals. This one is between Eze Come, Eze Go, and Under My Cucarea. Let's get that poll running. Michael says, you had me refreshing there. Yeah, I bet. Mohammed says, time out Dan, he's trolling. What website was that? I can't remember what the website was called. I closed it. Shall I find it again? Okay, if anyone wants to do their own... what was it? What happened? Okay, the name was behindthename.com. So if you want to go on the website, it's... There you go, I'll write it there. Behindthename.com. And then you just go to the popularity tab, I guess. If you want to check your own name to see when it peaked in popularity. Is it dying? Michael says, are you just sitting live until the game release? This could be a long stream for you. It could be long. It could be long. To be honest, I thought... I don't know. I think it's going to be before 4, surely. I think we've got another... I don't think we'll be streaming for longer than like 2 more hours, which is fine. Dan Sheffield says, sponsored? No, not sponsored. But if they would like to sponsor it, we can look at names every stream. Oh, dear. Oh, Under My Cucarea is getting cooked here. He eats paella, he drinks Estrella, his hair's massive. Nice. How did you get the game, says Niall. What? Okay, if I was to pick my team for the new season, who would I put in my team? Haaland, one of Saliba or Gabriel. To be fair, if Saliba and Gabriel are the same price, I might go Saliba, genuinely. Saka's going in, without doubt. After that, I don't know for sure. I've had a pretty decent defender rotation, which would be Anderson, Robinson, and like an Aston Villa defender. Let's go Conser. All the goalkeepers are broken on this website, apparently. We'll see. Edward says, why do I always vote for the loser? The game's the game. Calvin says, mate, we're so high at the launch party and you're making us trip on names. Wow. I mean, that's none of my business. What you get up to in your launch parties is your business, but enjoy nonetheless. You enjoy nonetheless. Right. Why? Haaland too much? He might be too much for you, but he's not too much for me, my friend. I'm a big money baller. I can afford Haaland. If you guys can't afford Haaland, that's fair enough. You guys obviously are not as much of a baller as me. The game's the game. The game's the game. Yeah, I think we pretty much know who's going to go through this this round of 16 tie in the Team Name World Cup. And it's going to be Eze Come, Eze Go. Oh, there you go. There's another player for my team. Crystal of the Palace variety. In you go. Lovely stuff. Jandre says, Mrs. FPL Mate should say goodbye. Dan is ours for the next 10 months. You are so right. You're so right. Okay, let's end this poll because we know who's won. We know who's won. As they come, as they go, are through to the next round, which means we've got one more round of 16 tie to go. Positivity Zone says, I really want to play 3-4-3 this year. Same, man. I think I'm going to play a 3-4-3 as well. Right. Final tie. Which are the best team names? Spit on that Huang or Gross Misconduct? I think I know who's going to win this one, but I won't curse it. Michael says, Nkunku the new Mbermo of this season? Genuinely could be. Genuinely could be. I like it. I like the look of him as a pick a lot. I might even try and see if I can... I don't know. Could he rotate maybe with... Let's go on Fantasy Football Hub. Let's go Fixture Analyzer. Does Nkunku rotate with like a João Pedro maybe? I'm gonna go Chelsea and let's go for what am I looking for here? Brighton, there you are. Yeah, they actually do rotate really well. So you go João Pedro, then possibly João Pedro again, then Nkunku, then João Pedro, then João. You may as well just go for João Pedro, to be fair. Interesting. Yeah, actually, yeah. When I look at it like this, it's not real too much point in rotating them. Unless you rotate them with another player as well, like a Gordon maybe, and play 2 each week. Is there just Gordon? How many week fixtures that we need to know about? Not really, other than game week 6, but then Chelsea and Brighton face each other on that week anyway. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think I probably do go for João Pedro, just because his price is just so good. Oh man, got no icon. Will it let me put him in? No. Well, it does, but it's kind of bugged. Okay. Right. Is anyone not bugged? Any forwards not bugged? Oh, Isaac, you go in. Oh, you're already in. Maybe like a Watkins. It's quite expensive. I think you basically have a choice between a Watkins or a Foden or a Palmer if you wanted to go there. I think for me, I don't know. So Watkins plays Arsenal match day or game week 2. Aston Villa's fixtures are not that good. West Ham away is alright, but then Arsenal at home, Everton is not a great fixture for an attacker either. I do like that. I guess I like the Leicester and I like the Ipswich fixtures. Plus it's Watkins, he's just Flames player. But if I had to pick Watkins or Isak, I honestly think I lean towards Isak. Yeah, if you change the range to 5 game weeks, it puts Newcastle higher. Interesting. Right, how are we getting on this this round of 16? We keep getting distracted. Steve says, what's your thoughts on the FPL Challenge? Not a big fan. Not a big fan, to be fair. Thoughts on Timber as an Arsenal defender? A little risky, particularly as Arsenal signing Calafiori. I don't know for sure who's going to be playing left back for Arsenal. Right, let's end this poll and move on, because I want to do the next round. We've got to get the next round going. Quarterfinals coming up next. So our quarterfinal lists are Control Alt Delete, Abra Dubravka, Snoop a Doggy Dog, Cobby Dobby Doo. Ridiculous. Roll the dice for the Garys and the Steves. Hwang it in the Louvre. As it come, as it go. Spin on that Hwang. Is that all of them? Yeah. Okay. So let's get ready to do the randomizer to see who's playing against who. Come on then. Right. Okay. Interesting. Oh, why do I keep doing that? So, our matchups are as follows. Roll the Dice versus Snoop the Doggy Dog. As It Come, As It Go versus Spin on That Hwang. Cobby Dobby Doo versus Abra Dubravka. And Control Alt Delete versus Hwang It in the Louvre. I'm sorry, everyone who is a fan of Peppa Pig and Cucumber. I would have loved to see them go further in the tournament, but they both failed, unfortunately. So, first matchup is Roll the Dice versus Snoop a Doggy Dog. Let's see who goes through into the semis. We're getting closer and closer to our big finale. Let's see what happens. Polo says, why does Arsenal even need Calafiori? I agree. I don't think Arsenal need Calafiori. It's not, he's not my ideal signing for Arsenal, really. I mean, squad depth, if nothing else. But we seem to have a lot of players that can play at left back. Timber, Tomiyasu, Zinchenko, already at the club. Timber's not even had a chance yet. And now we're buying Calafiori. I guess maybe back up at centre-back as well. Calafiori, Timber kind of can play in those positions. So can Tomiyasu, to be fair. Maybe it's just squad depth. It seems a lot of money to spend on squad depth. But potentially a player for the future. Joshua says, I like the old foot names like Ivory Toast and Balotelli Tubbies. Yeah, these are classics. The last matchup isn't fair. What? Control Alt Delete versus Hwang It in the Louvre? Why? Why not? Seems pretty fair to me. I mean, all of the matchups, they're all going to be fairly strong teams now. They're all going to be pretty strong. Because they're the best 8. They're the best 8 team names you can choose in the world, according to a select group of FPL fans who follow FPL Mate streams on YouTube. Alright, so this is a close one, by the way. Super close. What will happen? Who will win? Calafiori's clear of current left backs. Is he? No one had even heard of Calafiori until the last month. Come on, let's be honest. I was really excited for Jurriën Timber, to be fair, to play for Arsenal, but it hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. But soon. The last matchup is Spain versus Germany. Do you think that's that strong of a matchup? I mean, De Ligt might not even be in the Premier League. If that's the case, he shouldn't even be in this stage of the tournament. I don't think it's that, but I think Hwang It in the Louvre goes through in that final matchup. Doggy has to win. Which one? Doggy or Cobby Dobby? There's 2 doggies in town. We'll see who actually goes through. By the way, guys, if you haven't done already, make sure you are liking and subscribing. It is actually very, very useful when you guys do that. We've got a season target. I don't know if we'll hit it, probably not. But if we can get 250,000 subscribers to hit that target in the next year, there's possibility that we do that. I guess it depends how popular FPL is this year and how good my videos are. Hopefully they'll be good. Hopefully they'll be good. We're going to put some extra effort in this year, of course. Try and improve with each year that goes by. Been working on my like video templates and graphics actually over the last couple of days, and I'm actually quite happy. I think you guys are going to enjoy the videos this year. I hope anyway. And if you don't, let me know and we'll see if we can improve them. Liam says, what's your goal for your rank this season? Top 50k would be, I'd be comfortable with that. This is really close. This is really close. I think Roll the Dice might be going through. Snooper Doggy Dog might be going out. Emmanuel says, can you change Ezekam Ezego to Ezekam Ebego? I'm not going to change it now, but if that's if that's a variation you like for your own team name, then yeah, I like it. I like it. Crown says, can the game launch at an uneven time? From what we know from the history of the game launch, it is only ever launched at an uneven time. We'll see. FPL Alan says, love your videos, bro. Looking forward to follow you for another season. Well, I look forward to you joining as well. Nice, another timeout for fake news in the chat. There we go. Dan, stop influencing the polls. I'm not influencing the polls. Show Team Gang reporting for duty. Show Team Gang probably want to see this. I wonder if I'll be able to afford Foden maybe. Nah. I need to get another drink soon. In fact, I do need to get another drink. I need to stay hydrated. D-Scar says it will be something stupid like 423. Yeah, certainly. It will. Aaron says, is this channel your full-time job? Yes, it certainly is, my friend. It certainly is. Thunderboy says, I'm going to miss these old amazing prices. Yeah, a lot of people are going to miss that Palmer price. Because he is not going to be so easy to get into your team this year. He really is not. Right. I am going to grab a drink now. And then, hopefully, the game doesn't launch whilst I'm gone. But I'll know as soon as I walk back in the room because still got it refreshing. Right. Grabbing a drink, guys. I'll be back in like a minute. Yes, the game still has not launched. We got away with it. We can't keep getting away with it. And yet he did. Yeah, right. I knew this was going to happen. I knew that. I knew the chat as soon as I left the room, I was like, the chat is obviously going to say, oh, guys, should we, we'll wait till Dan's gone, and then when he comes back, should we all say, oh, the game's live, and we'll see if he believes us. I literally have a screen. When I walk into the room, I see the screen telling me if the game is live before I see the chat, which is here. So I walk in. Hang on. Let's go full view. Just to show you how much of an L you guys just took there. I walk in from this direction. Screen telling me whether the game is live is there, right in front of me. Then I turn around. That is where the screen with the chat is. So... take the L. I've been streaming, what? Twice a week, every day for the last 4 years. You think I don't know how these things work? You think you think you can get me? You thought, huh? You thought. Maybe next time, eh? Never happening. Can't grift a grifter. You cannot grift a grifter. Anyway, looks like Roll the Dice has won this this matchup. There we go. Bro just emoted. Yeah, sometimes I do an emote. Right, Roll the Dice has gone through. Snooper Doggy Dog is out. I'm sorry, Snooper Doggy Dog. Carly says you had the dub until you celebrated with a Fortnite dance. Nope. The dub is still mine. The dub is still mine, and there's no amount of Fortnite dances. I do as many Fortnite dances as I want, and I still have the dub. Next poll is going in. Which is the best team name? As they come, as they go, or spin on that Huang? Which one is the winner? I'll tell you who is the real winner. Me. I'm the real winner. I'm the real winner. And no amount of Fortnite dances will stop me from winning. You thought you could get me. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Yeah, right. Right. So it looks like as they come, as they go, it's taking an early lead here. Not as close as I thought it might be. Lazar says Roll the Dice will definitely be taken by so many people. I agree, it's not very unique. Kevikazi says you're down to 3% respect now. You think we can go to 0%? Gareth says, okay, we're sorry, please don't emote on us. You know what? You try and troll me, I'll just emote on you. That's what we do. I've got a few more emotes ready to go. I've got a Naruto run in the bag if you fancy one of them. I've got Wicked Gritty. We can do a gritty. We could do a little a Marcus Rashford thing. We're gonna do one of them. There is no end. There's no end. Michael says, Dan, what's your predicted time for the game to launch? I don't have really a predicted time. Some point this afternoon, which suggests within the next 2 hours. Yeah, Spit on that Huang is getting dominated. I like that one. I like that. I kind of wanted that one to win. It is very, very like, I don't know. It'll become a dead meme within like a few months. Scar says 60% over the age of 50. Yeah, I mean, as they come, as they go is one for the Steves, Garys, and Pauls. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, let's see. Like, if your name is Steve, Gary, or Paul, and you're in the chat right now, who are you voting for in this poll? FPL Amateur says the whole comment section, like that one, yeah, it loses. Yeah, because what you have is what we typically see is the younger people will be the most active in the chat, and the older people will be the least active in the chat. Typically, from what I experience. So we've got all of like the younger people will be voting for the ones with like the more modern memes, the more maybe obscure references, and the maybe more basic ones. Actually, I don't even think it's an age thing. I think the people who are more into internet dwellers, and I say this as an internet dweller who needs to touch grass, if you are an internet dweller who needs to touch grass, like myself, you are going to be more active in this chat than people who actually have a life and maybe just have this stream on in the background whilst they're working or they're exercising. They're probably not even near the keyboard or the touch pad or whatever they're using to type. They're probably not even near that. They are living their lives. So they're going to be voting for the slightly more basic, safe, not as in touch with the cultural zeitgeist, the internet zeitgeist. Those people will be voting for the basic ones. And the internet dwellers who are active in the chat will be going for the internet memes. That's how it works. That's how it works. Every time. Which is why we'll see, like, I don't know, often the internet dweller's choice will emerge as the early favourite, and then it will swing the other way. So Philip, no, FPL's not launched yet, unfortunately, but hopefully we're not too far off. A lot mental says I'm 57, but eating my lunch at work. Okay, little lunch break, little cheeky lunch break. Imo Change says listening at the gym right now. That is someone who is touching grass. FPL Amateur says anyone who voted Eze is uncultured. That's what you said. Okay, that's not exactly what I said. They're more internet uncultured. I think that's fair. There we go. Tease Me says, hi, my name is Tony. Nice to meet you. Now you know a Tony. I suppose I do. Aaron Hill is listening on a bus. Where are you travelling to, Aaron? To or from a place of work? A school, college, or university, perhaps? Who knows? But when you arrive at your destination, you're probably going to have to switch off and you're going to miss the launch. That is devastating. Jorgen B says 28 listening whilst at work. Anyone who's watching like at work right now, if you're like in an office, how are you hiding the fact that you're watching this stream? Yeah, that's the question I want to know. If you're watching this stream at a workplace, how are you covering this up? How are you keeping the secret under wraps? That's what I want to know. There we go. All right, should we end this poll? Eze Come Eze Go has won by some considerable margin, which leaves us with Cobby Dobby Doo in the next round. Cobby Dobby Doo versus Abra Dubravka. Two strong candidates. Lots of people working from home, so it seems. Kieran says, I'm watching on my phone using my AirPods. We're allowed to. But you've got to make sure you're doing some work at the same time, surely. Suraj says, not watching, earplugs in, phone upside down, just listening. Hopefully the audio is not too bad. I'll try not to have too much dead air. Goran says, I'm not hiding, I don't care. Legend. Absolute legend. More people working from home. Blicky says, watching YouTube at work is beginner level stuff. How do we level this up, Blicky? How do we level it up? Joe says, headphones are on, you're on a separate tab. Love it. Love it. Belly MJ says, YouTube Premium is a game changer. I completely agree, because you can lock your phone. Just lock your phone and it's done. Andrew says a lot of offices probably have privacy screens. I mean, they used to. I don't think privacy screens are as much of a thing. Certainly not in the UK anymore. It used to be more of a thing. People would have like cubicle type things, but I think that's more of like an 80s, 90s thing. Maybe 2000s thing. Not so much now. Ben says I have a meeting 2:30 to 3. Please don't launch until after 3. Well, I tell you what, unless it launches within the next 20 minutes, Ben. Omri says, I'm already fired. Last days in the office, so stream all across my monitors and F them. Wow. Wow. Fairs. Liam is watching in the cinema. Liam, what film are you watching right now? Well, what film are you meant to be watching right now? Are you on a date? You're on a date with someone and you're meant to be watching the movie and you're just sat on your phone with your AirPods in watching an FPL YouTuber? Christ alive. Christ alive. Callum just listening to audio as well. Big Tip says, after seeing you dance, I'm questioning my whole life and where it all went wrong. Yeah, based. There we go. Kervin is driving. Whew. How's your internet holding up? All right, Blicky says, watching YouTube at work is easy. Try a deadline stream at a wedding. That's where the real FPL addicts find the way. Fair play. Fair play. Honestly. That's impressive stuff. Mike has got 3 monitors. Work on one. FPL on another. Live stream on the 3rd. Mike, you have got this in the bag. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Anyone saying they're watching whilst driving, please don't watch my streams whilst you're driving or videos. Please don't do that. That is not a good thing to do. Mahmood is watching with his boss. That is legendary. That is legendary. Love it. Regent is in yoga class watching between moves. Unreal. Ryan is painting a fence for his neighbour. Only 17, so £10 an hour. This is in the background. I'll tell you what, mate. For £10 an hour, I think you're justified having a little bit of background audio in there. Dave says, "Have you got a Leeds shirt, Dan?" No, but Leeds used to be my second team. They probably still are my second team. I used to love that Leeds team with like Harry Kewell, Alan Smith, Mark Viduka, Rio Ferdinand when he played there, Lucas Radaby. Yeah, I used to love that Leeds team when I was a kid. So they were like my second team in many ways. But no, I don't have a Leeds shirt. Maybe I should get one at some point. Especially now they're not in the Premier League. Okay, we do need to do a shirt swap though. That has reminded me. I don't know what to go for though. See, I would wear an India shirt, but they're so tight and I am boiling hot. It is so hot in here, I cannot explain. And I don't want to open the doors and windows because, I'll be honest, I'm a little embarrassed for the audio to start blasting through the house / street. But I say the audio, I mean my loud voice. Okay, let's pick a shirt. Oh, all my good ones are in the wash. I've done a big shirt wash today. Oh, I know, I've got one. Which will be the lucky shirt that brings on the launch? Will this next... Oh, I got Brazil, actually. I got cheeky Brazil. Should we go for a cheeky Brazil? Yeah. Yeah, let's go for this one. I think this one, actually, to be fair, needs washing because it's covered in dust somehow because it wasn't hung up properly. This is why you should always hang up your football shirts. Yeah, let's go for this one because it's going to need a nice wash anyway, so we may as well use it up for all it's worth. Fun fact of the day, all 3 shirts that I've worn today have had a bit of green on them. Nigeria, Mexico, and now Brazil. All international shirts as well. 3 international shirts, all with a bit of green on. Well, there we go. Right, anyway, we're back. What's your Holy Grail football shirt? Good question. I wouldn't mind getting the Fiorentina Nintendo one. This was one of my Holy Grail football shirts, but I got it. That is an original, and I can't wear it because I don't want to damage it. There we are. Jandra says, are you getting the new Arsenal shirt? I'll get the Arsenal away. I'll get this one. I think this one looks really, really, really cold, actually. But I don't really like the home shirt that much. I'm not a massive fan of this, so I probably won't get the home shirt. Third shirt's pretty nice as well. You know what? I'll probably get the third. I'll probably get the away in third, but not the home. There's a goalkeeper one as well. That's okay. It's a bit template, though. I think I've seen a few teams with very, very similar. Right. Crabs shirt is in the wash. I'm pretty sure. I did look for it earlier. Right, let's end this poll. Cobby Dobby Doo has won. Abra Dubravka is out. Cobby Dobby Doo, my word. And this is what a lot of people are considering the like a huge matchup, but I don't actually know if I agree. So, Control Alt Delict versus Hwang It in the Louvre. Let's see. Have you seen the new Chelsea home shirt? Yeah. It's not the best I've seen. It's not the best. I've seen better. Like, hang on, let's put it on screen. So anyone who hasn't seen this, anyone who hasn't seen this, now it's time to see it. I see what they were going for, but it's ended up just looking like really quite cheap. Like I get they were kind of going for like the liquid effect, which I like as a design. I also like the way that Chelsea are doing like their badges and manufacturer logos these days. But it just comes out looking kind of cheap and tacky. So yeah, I'm not huge. That's a yeah. See, because I think because of it's quite detailed, you can kind of see it's kind of like a little grainy, which happens when you try and put too much detail in a kit that you want to manufacture a billion times. It just goes grainy. I know this because I tried to do this myself when I tried to design an FPL Mate shirt. If you try and do like a lot of gradients, it just comes out bad. So it doesn't really work. To be fair, this might be a fake one. It probably is a fake one, but... Or is it? Actually, looking at the inside netting, I'm guessing this is a fake. But still... it will be similar on the real one. It will kind of have this grainy look to it. L shirt, sadly. Because last season, it was... I liked Chelsea's kit last season. I think they smashed it. Like, particularly before they got the sponsor on it. I liked it. It's nice, basic, but just the logo and the, like, iridescent logos work really, really well. I do like the way they do their logos now. So, we'll see. Someone says the away kit's better. Away in third. It's okay. Wait, was this from last season though? Ooh. Wait, why is the Nike logo on its side? Yeah, the away kit is mid. That third kit, that's a little popper. Hello. If I was a Chelsea fan, because they've got the simplified logo and like the rotated Nike badge. Ho 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 ho! Look at this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I would be buying that immediately if I was a Chelsea fan. I'm actually jealous. Very, very good. Blicky says, thought the career away one was one you would get. Let's have a look at it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Definitely, yeah, that's definitely the kind of shirt I would get. Wonder how much I can get it for. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, it's a Jordan collab. Is that what Nike are doing this year? So it's Spurs third again, 24-25. Yeah, not so nice. But yeah, it's nicer than their home and away. Well, you know what? Actually, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. Nah, Chelsea smashed it. Spurs, not so much. Anyway, should we go back to the quarterfinals? Because it looks like Control-Alt-Delict is going to win this one. Yeah, it's a landslide. Well, not a landslide, but it's a shame actually. I don't see why Control-Alt-Delict is going through. I don't think that one's that good. But it went through regardless. We've got 4 left. One more cursed than the others. Right. The 4 semi-finalists are Roll the Dice, As They Come, As They Go, and Control-Alt-Delict. Let's see what happens here. Sarah says algae kit for the Spurs. Yeah, it's an algae kit. Okay. Okay, ready for a mid-off? 2 semi-finals. Cobby Dobby Do versus Roll the Dice. Hwang It in the Loop should have won the whole thing. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. That was one of the stronger candidates. Right, I've got Cobby Dobby Do versus Roll the Dice as our first semi-final. WBA Durag says I don't get the Hwang one. Like Hwang, He-chan, and also Hang It in the Louvre. Hang It in the Louvre is like a phrase you say when, like, the Louvre is a art museum in Paris called the Louvre, and if you were to hang something in the Louvre, it means like you hang a piece of art in the Louvre. So if a really good goal is scored or a really good piece of skill on a football pitch, you could say it is of such good quality that it is worthy of hanging in the Louvre. So hanging in the most prestigious art museum. It is such a good piece of football that it is worthy of hanging in the Louvre Art Museum. And that's what that phrase means. Check AIK's home kit. Okay. Is it this one? Yeah, it's okay. I'm not a big fan of sleeve sponsors. I think sleeve sponsors ruin it a little bit. And like the collar sponsor and the sleeve sponsor, it's a bit much. Yeah, that's my opinion on that one. Is Cobby Dobby Do gonna win the whole thing? There's no way. There's no way. The Nike tick is on its side for the football boots Lunas. Oh, okay. Furiality says Cobby Dobby Do, I don't get it. It's like Cobby Minu. mixed with Scooby Dooby Doo. It's Cobby Dobby Doo. it is bad. It's terrible, but it's kind of so bad it's good, kind of thing. I want to see all of you guys voting for Cobby Dobby Doo. I want to see you guys actually using this as your team name for the new season. You would not dare. You would not dare use this. Right, check AOK Stockholm edition. Okay. Oh, this is nicer. Yeah. Clean. This is clean. Oh, and the Nike badge as well. Yeah, that's clean. Oh, I'm a big fan of that. Oh, wow. Do they do this every year? Nice. How's this made the semis? I don't know. Sometimes we just see a wild card go through. Buy and away kit's clean. Which one am I looking at? This one. Basic. I preferred their shirts last season. I really liked buying shirts. Right, we'll look at a few more. Aberdeen away. Yeah, I've seen. Is it this one? If so, I've seen this before. It's nice. Actually, the MLS kits are so nice this year. Like, really nice. I wonder if I can find a page with just all of them on. Ooh. Oh, it's these ones just launched, didn't they? Can I just see pictures of them, please? Yeah, these are really cool. I might even get some. Okay, so MLS Archive Collection. Go Soccer Bible. Miami one is not so good. They don't really have like history for that, but yeah, this Galaxy one is so cool. I might get this one, to be fair, if it's not too much money anyway. What other one is good? Kansas City one is good. Wizards. Yeah, nice. Big fan. Big fan. Check out Liverpool kits. Nah, Liverpool kits are mid. They are mid every year. Not a fan of Liverpool kits, generally speaking. Oh, this season our kit is red. Anyway. Back to the poll. How's the poll going so far? Oh, Cobby Dobby Doo marginally winning it. The Steves, the Garys, and the Pauls are not going to be impressed if Cobby Dobby Doo goes through. Football Kit Archive has them all. Should we have a look on that then? Ooh, it has so many things. Latest launches. Top and flop. Oh, let's see the tops. Show all. Oh yeah, that's a nice shirt. My one's in the wash. Guatemala. Yeah, this is a shirt I want. Show me more. Popular today. What do you think of this Barca shirt? I quite like it. Would you rather have a Celtic or a Rangers shirt? Neither, because it just makes people fight and argue. I have no horse in that race. Absolutely none. Yeah, I do genuinely like this though. I think I only have one Barcelona kit as well, so I wouldn't mind getting another. Is there any other like decent La Liga shirts? Actually, can you just go by league? If we go by league, MLS. Right. Oh, that's like the Adidas goalkeeper template, isn't it? So Portland Timbers third is number 1 at the moment. The LA Galaxy one, I think I will possibly get. Oh, that's kind of cool. To be fair, I kind of feel like I need to get an Inter Miami shirt at some point. Oh, Charlotte Fire not looking so good. Charlotte Fire? Chicago Fire. Why did I say Charlotte? It's because Charlotte is the one above. Rapid's not great. Inter Miami just make cool kits. That third shirt, oh, I want it. I like that MLS All-Stars as well. Minnesota are always so good for football shirts as well. Then maybe we get one of them. Like that away Northern Lights looking kit. That's nice. Any other interesting ones that might be worth picking up? I don't know. Alfie says, I never understand why people buy shirts of teams they don't support. It's a collector's thing, isn't it? It's like, I don't know. I don't like looking at them. It's like buying a cool, like t-shirt. Like, it's like a t-shirt, isn't it? Plus, I think, you know, you can have appreciation for more than one football team, I think. I know some people won't like that, but yeah, no, I'm definitely open to having many football shirts. People not impressed by how long it's taken to update this game. I'm getting so hot in here as well. I might have to turn off the lights for a bit. Or actually, you know what would really help? If I just switch to a normal t-shirt rather than a football shirt, because I always just sweat through normal football shirts. And drink more. I need to drink more because I get so hot. Is it a hot day today? What is the temperature like? Oh, it's 23 degrees. Oh my word, it's gonna get so hot later this week. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's end this poll because this has been going on for way longer than it should have. And Cobby Dobby Doo is Throoby Dooby Doo. Which leaves us... So Cobby Dobby Doo has made the final somehow. Wow. Wow. Thunderboy says you guys call 23 degrees hot. Oh, do we need to do this? Do we need to do this conversation? We could do this conversation right now. Okay. Let's have this debate. Because I think people really don't understand how different it is in the UK. So, okay. First of all, there are different types of heat. In the UK, it's not a dry heat, it is a humid heat. Because there's so much moisture in the air because it's always raining in this country. So, when it gets hot, the air is thick. It's thick and it's harder to breathe. Like it takes it out of you a little bit. Hello. Hello, we're in. Stop, guys. The game's launched. We're in. The game's launched. I'm sorry to panic you guys right there. The game is launched. Oh my word. We were going to have that debate. We're not going to now. We're in. Oh my word. What ID did I get? I have no idea. How do I even tell? Whoa. That was a panic. Guys. We're in. FPL is here. Oh my word. I just auto-selected so fast. FPL is here for the new season. Let's go. Okay. I apparently chose my team name as Dad for some reason. How do I fix that? Okay. Let's change that to, okay, right. I can't believe it. We're in, guys. We're in. Right, let's choose a team name. We haven't even finished the, whilst we're doing this, we'll say as they come, as they go has won their matchup. And we'll put the final on in the background whilst we're doing our team. Right, so I'm just going to put the poll up, guys, and then we can have that going on in the background whilst we get back on FPL. Okay. I really don't know how to see my team ID. Actually, don't I go on Game Week history, maybe? Oh, 96! Bro! 96 team ID for me. Holy smokes. That's pretty low. That's pretty darn low. Two-digit ID. Let's go, baby. Right. I need to do a team name. We'll call it the Show Team Gang for now, I think. We'll use my usual RGBs, which is going to be main color will be this. Sleeve color will be this. Shorts are white as always, and the socks are gonna be, oh crap, there we go. Favorite club, I accidentally clicked Bournemouth when I was rushing it. By the way, guys, if you want to see your team ID, you just go to Game Week History and it should say it in the URL. You have to do it on browser. You can do it on your mobile, but it has to be on your mobile browser. So I'm gonna mess around with some teams. Let's see what we can do. Can't believe it. We're in. All right. Saka is going in my team. I want to try and find a way to have Haaland in my team. We have a look at some. I'm going to make a team, and we're going to have a look at some prices as well, I think. So let's go. Should we go team by team? Just look through some of these prices for some of the more interesting picks. So Raya 5.5. All the Arsenal defenders coming in at 6. We expected that, other than White and whoever's left back is going to be a little less as well. So White 6.5. Saliba at 6 looks pretty decent, to be fair. Saka at 10, Odegaard 8.5, Rice 6.5, Trossard and Martinelli both 7 million. Gabriel Jesus also 7 million there as well. Interesting stuff. All right, okay, let's move on to Aston Villa, see if we can find anything interesting. So, Martinez 5, Consadinha, Pau, Cash, all 4.5. Shame only really Conta is nailed in these. So Conta 4.5, pretty nice. We kind of knew that already. Bailey 6.5, Diaby 6.5. Ooh. The free hit isn't gone, by the way, guys. You just can't use it in game week 1. So Watkins 9, Archer 5, Duran 6. Just 6. Ooh. I'm not seeing too many 4.5 players here. We'll have a look at that shortly. Okay, Neto 4.5. Possibly going to be the Bournemouth goalkeeper for this season, you would imagine. Kirkes 4.5. Senesi 5. That seems a little harsh. I think he's probably not going to be too popular now. Solanke 7.5 there. Probably not going to pick him ahead of an Isak, are you, realistically? For Brentford, we've got Flecken coming in at 4.5. That's not, I mean, I think we knew that already, but that's not too bad for a 4.5 million goalkeeper. All of these Brentford defenders coming in at 4.5, to be fair, but I think there's better options elsewhere. Burmo 7 million. Wissa 6. Tony 7.5. Wissa 6 is kind of interesting. It's a shame he's not a midfielder, to be fair. He's often playing more as a winger. Okay. Move on to Brighton. Yeah, Verbruggen 4.5 as expected. And I quite like him for 4.5 actually. Dunk 4.5 as well. Most of these Brighton defenders seem to be 4.5 other than Estupiñán, who is 5. Barco is 4. If we think Barco's going to get any game time, he could be interesting at 4. Hang on, just replying to some messages. Okay, Hinchelwood 5 million midfielder. I don't like that. I wanted him to be a defender. I was hoping he might be a 4.5 defender, maybe even a 4 defender, to be honest. But João Pedro 5.5 bargain. ID again. If you want to see ID, guys, you need to be on a browser, whether that is a mobile browser like Safari or Chrome, or a web browser on a computer or a laptop. And then you go onto your game week history page, which should be shown in the right-hand side on the pick team page, maybe. Okay, let's move on to Chelsea. Chelsea got Chelsea got 2 goalkeepers at 4.5. Oh, that might have to be done. That might have to be done. Is Petrovic going to continue to be the main starting goalkeeper? I guess we don't know, do we? I think definitely we'll have a look at these Chelsea goalkeepers for the future. We need more information in pre-season to find out who's going to be the long-term starting goalkeeper. But Petrovic is not a bad shout, to be fair. If Petrovic starts, that could be interesting. Let's put him in for now. Gusto 5. Oh. Most Chelsea defenders seem to be 4.5. Colwell 4.5 could be interesting. Quite like that. Just for a cheeky 4.5 million defender. They've got some okay fixtures in the opening. Not bad. For midfielders, got Palmer 6, Sterling 7, Mudryk 6.5, Enzo 5, Madueke 6.5, and Nkunku 6.5, as we knew already. Jackson 7.5, Broja 5.5. I wonder if he gets a move. The rumours are Sanchez number 1. Yeah, I saw that as well. It's annoying, isn't it? Maybe we leave him for now. Let's just put Verbruggen in for now, and then we'll see what happens pre-season. Anyway, let's go Crystal Palace. So I think one of Johnston and Henderson at 4.5 is really nice value for money. But again, we don't know which goalkeeper is going to be starting. So I think wildcard 1, like your first wildcard, you're probably going to be picking up, you know, whoever's the Chelsea goalkeeper, whoever's the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, because these are some nice bargains, but it's really difficult to tell. So you could take a risk there, but it's probably more sensible to not take that risk. Anderson at 4.5, I like. I actually think I prefer him to Gay. Has a slightly better attacking threat and slightly better bonus points potential as well. Mitchell, of course, came in at 5. That was leaked earlier today. So Mitchell and Munoz, the wing backs for Crystal Palace, are going to be 5. The centre backs are going to be 4.5. Eze 7. Jordan Ayew 5.5 midfielder. No, that's not too bad. There's some potential there. Maybe. If you want to just go for someone super cheap. Mateta 7.5. Edouard 5.5. Okay, Everton players. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to Crystal Palace because I think I want Eze in my team. Right. Everton. So we've got Pickford 5. Branthwaite 5. Tarkowski 5. A little bit of a shame. Mykolenko 4.5 is quite nice. That's pretty nice, actually. What are fixtures saying? I wonder if we could find a nice rotation for Mykolenko. I quite like that price. Yeah, 4.5 Mykolenko. I quite like that. That's pretty decent. Yeah, nice stuff. Midfielders seem to be 5.5 or 5 million for Everton. McNeil, Decore, Harrison 5.5. Everyone else is 5. Calvert-Lewin coming in at 6. Morpay coming in at 5. Beto 5. Chamiti 5. For Fulham, we've got Leno 5, Castagna and Robinson both 4.5. Both, I like both of these as well. I'd be very tempted to go for one of these. Robinson in particular, I really like. Do like the look of Robinson. And then the centre-backs are 4.5 each. Andreas 5.5. Remember the days where he was 4.5? Iwobi 5.5. Wilson 5.5. Muniz 6 is a pretty good bargain for a forward for Fulham. Ipswich. Walton is 4.5. And all of the defenders, other than Davis, seem to be 4. Huh. Interesting. So Ipswich defenders coming in very cheap this season. So if you do just need that 5th defender slot, you could just go for an Ipswich defender potentially. All of the Ipswich players are coming in really cheap. The highest price is Delap and Hurst at 5.5 each. Or Hutchinson, sorry, is 5.5 as well, as is Chaplin. I think it's because it's in alphabetical order, isn't it? Let's just order maybe by price instead. Okay, so a couple of 5.5s for Ipswich. But other than that, everyone seems to be really, really cheap for Ipswich. Interesting. Ben Johnson. 4 million. I don't mind that. Let's throw him in for now. Okay, and then let's move on to Leicester. Again, should be pretty cheap. So their goalkeeper Hermanson is 4.5. Danny Ward's back in town, the legend. So Justin Christensen and Ricardo Pereira are 4.5 each for Leicester. But their centre-backs, again, seem to be 4. I wonder if a Leicester centre-back could be interesting. They've got some pretty shocking fixtures to open up. Spurs, Fulham, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Everton, Arsenal, the front 6. It's not ideal. Jamie Vardy, 5.5. Daka, 5. Don't hate it. Mavididi, 5.5. Again, if you fancy going for some promoted players, they are cheap. They are very, very cheap. To be fair, would I prefer... what are the fixtures? Ipswich fixtures are pretty bad, aren't they? Liverpool, then City. After that, they do pick up a little. Depends what you need, really. Oh, like Connor Cody. If only the fixtures were a bit better, I'd be tempted to go there. Right, Liverpool. We've got Alisson 5.5, Kelleher 4.5, Trent 7, Robertson and Van Dijk 6, Bradley's at 5, Gomez at 5, Konate at 5. So no 4.5 million defenders for Liverpool this season. Other than Kwanzaa. If you think Kwanzaa's going to start, could be interesting at 4.5. A little risky for me, I think. Salah 12.5, Diogo Jota 7.5 million midfielder. That's pretty cheap. Luis Diaz 7.5. Not too much else interesting there. Darwin 7.5, Gakpo 7.5. We just don't know how Liverpool are going to line up though the new season. Do we? Jota, I mean, I say that Jota 7.5 looks really, really interesting. You know, if we get like indication that Jota is going to be starting regularly for Liverpool, I'd be really tempted to go there because we know what he can do. I think people are going to be hyped on Gakpo because of the Euros, but I don't know. Well, I need to see his form translate to Liverpool because so far it hasn't. He's done well every tournament for Netherlands and just never performed at club level for Liverpool. Well, not to the like top level that maybe we hope for from FPL anyway. So, yes, we did get this leaked earlier that Ortega is also going to be 5.5, just like Ederson, just in case Ederson leaves the club. So they've prepared that there. Guardiola is 6. All of the other Man City defenders are 5.5. So Akanji, Aki, Cancelo, Ruben Dias, Stones, Walker, all 4.5. Rico Lewis coming in at 5.5. Sorry, Rico Lewis coming in at 4.5. For midfielders, De Bruyne 9.5, Foden 9.5. I like Foden at 9.5 to be fair. Bernardo 6.5, Doku 6.5, Grealish 6.5, Rodri 6.5. There's a lot of options at 6.5. A lot of options. Haaland 15, Alvarez 7. You know, if another Haaland injury and Alvarez becomes game-breaking at 7 again. So I wish they did put his price up a bit. Right, Manchester United, 5 million Onana. Probably a little bit too much. Dallo, Maguire, Shaw, all 5. Got any 4.5 defenders? Lisandro Martinez, 4.5. In midfield, we got Fernandes, 8.5. Rashford, 7. Garnacho 6.5 is interesting. Anthony 6. Probably not really an FPL option. Højlund 7. Xerxes coming in at 7 as well. New signing. Do we fancy it? Let's go to Newcastle now. Definitely got to be some interesting players here. Pope 5. Dubravka 4.5. Yeah, Pope 5 is probably about right. I want to see these 4.5 million defenders, really. So Newcastle got Trippier at 6, which is a little too much for me. Share 5.5 is a little too much. And then we've got like Burn, Hall, Kelly, Livramento. All have a little bit of rotation risk there at 4.5. I would have liked to go for a Newcastle defender at 4.5. I think maybe, is Burn probably the most nailed on? Didn't have a great season last year. Is Kelly going to come in and play regular minutes for Newcastle? If so, could be interesting at 4.5 for sure. If he plays left back, for example, or left centre back. If Botman is going to be injured until like December, then maybe it's difficult because Burn and Kelly are the centre back options. Hall, Livramento, Burn, and Kelly can all play left back. So it's hard to pick them. Maybe a little too much risk there. Gordon at 7.5 is nice. Don't actually mind Bruno Guimaraes at 6.5. Barnes 6.5, but not nailed. Gordon is the pick of the bunch at 7.5 though. Isak 8.5, Wilson 7, never going to start. If you're going for a Newcastle defender, Pope might actually be the play. If you can spare like 0.5 million to upgrade to Pope from a 4.5, it's pretty decent. I don't really love the idea of going for a 5 million goalkeeper, but we know how well he's performed historically. Southampton opening fixture. Bournemouth is not too bad either. We've got Wolves in the front four as well. If you're wildcarding around game week like 9 or 10, maybe, then I think Pope actually could be pretty nice. Let's go to Nottingham Forest. Oh, are you going to play? No. Sells, 4.5. Nice fixtures for Forest, by the way. Really nice fixtures, but yeah, I just don't know if I trust their defence fully. But they mostly seem to be 4.5 million defenders and goalkeepers. Turner is a 4 million goalkeeper, backup, some potential. But he's not going to be the main starting goalkeeper, of course. Most likely. Anyway, Gibbs White 6.5, Alanga 5.5, Hudson-Odoi 5.5. Elliot Anderson for Nottingham Forest 5. Probably not going to go there. Awaniyi and Wood 6 million each. Not super convinced. Let's go to Southampton. Bazunu and McCarthy are 4.5. Defenders, Manning, Sugawara and Walker-Peters are all 4.5, but their other centre-backs seem to be 4. So, is there some potential there to go for like... Because Southampton fixtures after Newcastle are not bad. We've got Forest, Brentford, Man United, Ipswich, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Leicester. So I think actually there is some potential here. Bednarek has some history of scoring goals as well in the Premier League and own goals. But I quite like him for 4 million. Quite like him for 4 million. In midfield, very cheap for Southampton here. Alcaraz, Aribo, Edozie, Kamaldeen, Lallana, Smallbone, all 5 million. I was hoping for a 4.5 million Smallbone, but it's not going to happen. Adam Armstrong is 5.5. Mara 5. Maybe some bargains to be had. Spurs. All right, we're getting there, guys. Spurs. Vicario 5 million. Forster 4.5. Pedro Porro 5.5. Romero 5. Adogi 5. Not great. Van de Ven 4.5 is not too bad. Nice opening 2 fixtures. Do we trust the Spurs defence yet, though? Probably not. Son 10, Madison 7.5, Brendan Johnson 6.5. I wish he was a little bit cheaper than that. Kulusevski 6.5. Werner now a 6.5 million midfielder. And that's probably about it for interesting midfielders for Spurs. Richarlison 7. Head to West Ham. Areola 4.5. Don't mind that, to be fair. Don't mind that price for Areola. I think he's still worth going for at that price. We've got Sofal, Emerson, that's Emerson, like Emerson Palmieri. Kilman, Mavropanos, Aguerd, Zuma, all 4.5. Aaron Creswell, 4. No way he comes back into the team, though, surely. Probably not, right? Midfielders, Bowen, 7.5. Kudus, 6.5. That's a bargain, by the way. Bowen 6.5 is a... Kudus 6.5 is a bargain. I'd be very tempted by that. Very tempted. You got to think about that, right? All the fixtures, like, they're not great to start off. I think we'll be talking about Kudus at some point. Paqueta 6 is not bad either. And then not really any forward options. 5.5 Antonio. 5 Ings. Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers. They got Jose Sat 4.5. I'm glad his price is down. Wasn't he like 5.5 last season? Yeah, they priced him so high last season. Ainori 4.5 is nice. Everyone's 4.5 for Wolves defenders by the looks of things. Hechan 6.5 midfielder. Neto 6.5 midfielder. Neto's interesting for sure. Everyone else not super. Doyle is 5. I hope he was 4.5 to be honest. All right. Cunha 6.5 forward. Yeah. Okay. Right. With that done, what I want to do next is I want to find like. Let's just go like the 4.5 million goalkeepers to see what our options are here. So Fleck and Areola, Neto, Jose Sa. Petrovic / Sanchez, Johnson / Henderson, Verbruggen. So there is some 4.5 million goalkeeper options there. I think, to be fair, we're possibly looking at... yeah, I think the problem is with the 4.5 million goalkeepers is a lot of them carry some risk. They're interesting, but they carry a little bit of risk. For the 4 million goalkeepers, I wonder if we've got anything here. So Turner and Fabianski stand out to me immediately as the most likely to get game time. But is there anyone else here that we think, okay, you could maybe get some game time? Anyone spotted any 4 million goalkeepers so far, guys? Probably Turner is the standout for me right now, unless you guys have got anything. Just throwing Turner for now. Defenders, 4 million defenders. Who's the standouts here? I mean, Charlie Taylor? Areola and Fabianski is a safe pair. That's very true. The problem is if you then want to add like a Kudus and a Bowen to your squad. Ward if we wind back the clock. Yeah, for sure. Keane didn't really get game time last season, did he? Fell out of favour heavily. But if Branthwaite leaves Everton, then could Keane come back into the team? Maybe? Possibly. Everyone else carries a little bit too much risk. I mean... yeah. Don't know if I'm super convinced by any of these 4 million defenders. Unless they get some kind of move. Bednarek looks good. I do like the look of Bednarek. Alright, midfielders that cost 4.5. This is interesting because I actually do need one of these. I think we all are going to need one. I don't know too much about Yarmouk. Sangare. Obviously got some game time last season. Moda not so much. Then Donker not so much. Almada, he played when he was available, didn't he? You'll need some more research for that. Is there any 4.5 midfielders that you guys have clocked? Let's see. Lavia 4.5? Is he finally going to be a starter for Chelsea? Kind of maybe a waste of a Chelsea slot, to be fair. Just need to find a 4.5 million midfielder that's likely to play regularly. Has anyone spotted anything that looks good? Franco could play at Palace. Yeah, we said that last year. And it hasn't happened. Oh, Mazilu, he's a good player, isn't he? He's that Romanian winger. I wonder if he's going to get some game time. Getting a little bit risky. We just need someone who's safe for minutes. I think Lavia is a 4.4 player ready to go. Kozio Derbury, maybe? Someone said in the chat. Where are you? Nah, surely not. Winks? Oh yeah, Harry Winks. Yeah, Winks is possibly the guy for that, isn't he? Yeah, I didn't spot him before. I mean, but he'll get you minutes though, like as a worst case scenario. Okay, I was going to look at 4.5 million forwards, but I don't think I saw many. No, there really is not many 4.5 million forwards. Yeah, there's nothing going on here. All right. Oh, Luongo for Ipswich. That's not a bad shout. Should we have a look at him then? Where are you? Ipswich. Luongo. Let's have a look at Luongo last season, his numbers. Transfer marked. Let's go to here. 3 goals, 1 assist. It's not bad. Oh, Luongo's rumoured to be replaced this window. Yeah. Okay. It's not ideal. But that's not bad. 3 goals, 1 assist. It's not nothing. Bergvall. Didn't he play for Bologna last season? Is he going to start? Seems a little premature to go for him, maybe. Oh no, am I thinking of a different guy? Not sure. Maybe I'm thinking of a completely different player. Let's see. Not sure. Yeah, surely not. He's not starting. Nah. Attacking midfielder position as well. Madison's going to start there. No, not keen on that shout. I think Harry Winks is probably the best shout so far. Kuol? Is he going to finally get some time for Newcastle? A couple of Aussie legends we're talking about today. Kuol is Australian, right? Pretty sure he is. Yeah, I don't know who else. I'm not convinced by anyone. If we're just looking for minutes alone, and I think Harry Winks is possibly the best shout. Bacetic, can we see him playing regularly for Liverpool? Probably don't want to use up a Liverpool slot, to be fair. Murder for Brighton? Nah, probably not. Right, let's have a look at this team anyway. Let's see what this looks like. Like this kind of... let's swap you for Winks and get Haaland on for Robinson. Make, I guess, maybe Isak captain. Haaland vice captain. Interesting. Okay, so this is like a rough first draft. Before I think about this in too much more detail, I quite like it. I quite enjoy that. Is this the team? It's a nice first draft. I think this is a nice first draft. Just get Sangare. He starts for Wolves. For Wolves, for Forest. Sangare transfer market. How many games did he actually start? And was it because of injury that he didn't? He's a decent player, isn't he? Okay, so is he... Okay, end of the season, he was a regular starter, to be fair. So, actually don't mind that. You know what? I might prefer that to Winks. Like, he's not gonna... Yeah. Nah, I think we'll stick with Winks for now. Why no Liverpool? Because it's difficult. Outside of Salah, it's difficult to pick out a Liverpool player. I do like the look of Diogo Jota, potentially instead of Gordon. But I want to get more information on like who is actually likely to start for Liverpool and the system they play. So I want to see... I think both Chelsea and Liverpool are two teams because with the new managers, I'd like to see how they set up before I commit to any of their players. So there's definitely, you know, they're definitely going to come into conversation at some point. But at this exact moment, I don't want to speculate too much. Not too much anyway. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Trent, not interested in Trent at 7 million, no. Why is João Pedro so cheap? Honestly, he's like such a bargain. Yeah, like that's game-breakingly cheap. Big Tip says this is one of 2,000 drafts, Dan. Oh yeah, 100%. But I think we've got some good picks in here. I think this is a strong team. I think this is definitely a strong team. I mean, Foden, Gordon, Eze, Saka is a really strong midfield. Haaland and Isak are strong forwards. And João Pedro is just great value for money. The defence looks great. Konsa, Saliba and Anderson. I think that's a strong back line with Robinson coming in to rotate. And Nick Pope in goal. Wouldn't mind swapping down Nick Pope to a Chelsea goalkeeper if we find out who it's going to be. But until we do, or even a Crystal Palace goalkeeper if we get that information as well, it's just difficult. Ollie Watkins is definitely a player that could potentially come in. Haaland down to Watkins is definitely an option. Just get that Ipswich Town game done. Because you want Haaland for that Ipswich Town home, I think. And then Watkins, Watkins can even come in for Isak if I downgrade the goalkeeper Pope. If I downgrade Pope to a 4.5, Watkins can come in for Isak if he needs to. But I actually prefer Isak in the opening couple of fixtures to Watkins. So Isak to Watkins could be a play. Could be a play. I think Pope is probably the player to downgrade. I just don't know who is the 4.5 million goalkeeper pick right now. I'm going to need to do some research on that bad boy. LA says I'm in a Son or Foden predicament. Yeah, for sure. Son is another option for Foden. Palmer is another option for Foden here as well, if you can cut some costs out there. Like, Gordon could potentially be downgraded as well. If you wanted to free up some money, you could downgrade Gordon. Yeah. But you know what? I'm pretty happy for this team. Neto looks good for 4.5. I don't know, because he was kind of finding himself a little bit out of favour at the end of last season. So I wonder what the plan is for the Bournemouth goalkeeper slot long term. Eze to Nkunku. Yeah, that's another possible downgrade. I think I like Eze though. I really like him. And I like these opening fixtures. I think Brentford, West Ham, Chelsea and Leicester. There's no strong defences in that front four fixtures. There's no defence that scares me that I think Eze couldn't do something against. And he's Tasman. Penalties, free kicks, corners, everything. Under a great manager as well. Why Foden over KDB? I mean, just take a look at last season. Foden just seems to be better for FPL points. 19 goals and 8 assists last season for Foden, by the way. Absolutely nuts. Really like the look of him. Again, I think 9.5 is a good price for him as well. Any temptation to go Ødegaard over Saka? No, none. Saka's on penalties. And he seems to be getting better and better. Saka as well. He really is the star player for Arsenal. If you're going to have one Arsenal attacker, I think it's got to be Saka. If you can only have one. I mean, some people would prefer to maybe have... you could maybe do Havertz instead of Isak, and then you could upgrade Saka to Palmer if you wanted to, and go that direction. But I would like to have Saka in my team, particularly with the new bonus points rule. I'd like to have players like Foden and Saka, dribbly players who get fouled a lot and also take a lot of shots. Gordon and Eze are very much in that category as well. So there we go. All right. I was going to say locked in, but we're not locked in. We're just there for now. Let's go no room for racism on the kit, as we do every year. And, yeah, should we do a refresh? How many players have signed up so far? 130,000 players have signed up already. Nuts. Nutty. Okay. Should we leave it there? Because I want to go and make a video. I want to do a little bit more research and I want to make a video and talk a little bit more about some of the picks. Can you do a no Haaland draft? I will do a no Haaland draft possibly for a video tomorrow. So if I do like my first draft for a video this evening, I've already got a lot of the graphics prepped already, so I should be able to get that out in the next few hours. And then tomorrow, we'll do a no Haaland draft video. That sounds pretty fun to me. And the no Haaland draft will definitely have Salah in it. So that will be like a team with more Liverpool players in. For sure. But yeah, it's difficult. I think Liverpool are a difficult team to select from. I'm not really interested in their defence. I don't know. Salah is, if you want Haaland, Salah is a little bit out of your reach, I think. It's possible to get both. And I'll make a draft for Haaland and Salah as well. But you really do have to cut a lot of corners out the rest. So we'll do 3 drafts. We'll do a Haaland draft, we'll do a Salah draft, and we'll do a Haaland and Salah draft over the next few days. I think that could be pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Right, guys. Yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm gonna get this video out because I wanna get a video out. I wanna do a little bit more research just to confirm some, like a first draft. I think it's going to look roughly like this. This is what I've kind of been, the kind of players I've been eyeing up anyway, mostly. So I don't think too much will change for my first draft. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. The winner, by the way, for the best team World Cup was indeed Eze come, Eze go. Oh, crap. So, congratulations. The best team name for this year is Eze come, Eze go. There we go. Guys, leave a like before you disappear on the stream. Do subscribe if you haven't done already. I'm going to go make a video. And, I'm going to go make a whole bunch of videos. And we're going to upload them for the rest of this week. Amazing. The grind begins. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. I will see you on the video later today. Subscribe, like. Love you guys. Enjoy today. Yeah. See you later, guys. Bye.